Right, welcome to session 39. Previously, you had been in contact. You had been contacted by Jared after saving him when he was investigating the Grey Cult. You agreed to tell Tyronda and figure out where she goes at night and what her connection is to the Grey Cult. And one of those was tonight, and one was tomorrow. You investigated Kensington Carpentry, stealing a wagon and searching its contents for drugs. You found evidence linking the operation back to X, G, and HV. You were able to find the blue sand production and clues possibly linking the operation to Hamila Vanlanstar. During the process of investigating Kensington Carpentry, Galen, Devok, and Ira were arrested but later released. You were able to infiltrate and listen in on the meeting at the Blackstone Blade, where you learned about the Walpurgin at the Metal Forgers Guild Hall, which is happening in a few days. You have attended the Valenstar celebration of Gadrak, where you met a number of nobles, Elru and Takra Razgar. During the event, you learned several things, such as the abandoned tunnels beneath the Sadaga district, which have some connection with the cult. You managed to tail Tyronda to an abandoned shop. After dealing with the beggars in the area, you entered the shop to find it empty and mostly unused. You explored the shop and found a partially hidden tunnel entrance. You made your way into the underground tunnel network. You explored the network, finding several points of interest until coming upon assassins waiting by an entrance deeper underground. You quickly defeated the assassins with the use of wolves, just as Oreo steps out of the shadows. As you begin, it is the night of Celium 13th. So I'm going to go ahead and switch everybody to the map. All right. All right. All right, so you should see the map. Galen has been following along from a distance, and he approaches, making his presence well known. And Oreo steps out of the shadows. Currently, you've arrived in the area, and you managed to defeat the assassins, but you have not spent much time looking around yet. So what do you do?
Oh, welcome to the party.
Thank you. What are we looking at here? What are we dealing with?
Yeah, big hole apparently.
Yeah.
Um, there seems to be something going downward, although I was thinking we might want to check a little bit more of the area around this before we descend.
Sure.
Turns out that there are several different entrances into this from above.
Mhm.
In addition to the one Tyronda led us to, we found at least two others. One thing to be aware of is kind of to the southeast of us are some crypts we probably do not want to mess with at all. So
Okay.
if you start seeing anything with a sarcophagus or big bone piles in it, stay away.
Got it. Don't mess with it.
Yes, sir.
So Pico, due to your high perception, as you're kind of just taking in the room, you notice that there seems to be some sort of engraving on the wall, although it seems to be obscured by dust and moss.
Where's that exactly?
Basically, to the am I not pinging? Hold on. Basically to the north of you.
Oh, looks like there's something here. Do I need to clean it away to get a better look at it?
Yeah, currently it's obscured.
All right, I'll go ahead and clean away the moss and whatnot.
All right, you pull away the moss and brush the dust aside, and beneath it you see a carved image of a dragon. Beneath the dragon, it appears to be some sort of stone altar. Though the altar appears, it almost looks like human heads are trying to push their way through the surface. The surface is twisted, and their eyes are glowing. Surrounding the altar are 10 crystals, and near one of the crystals stands a shadowy figure, almost like a ghost.
10, what was it again?
Crystals.
Huh.
And then what was that last detail?
Oh, hold on. Let me open it up again. I already closed it. Surrounding. Okay, so near one of the crystals is a shadowy figure, almost like a ghost.
Hmm. Oh, this is interesting. Anybody have any ideas what that might mean?
Um, what do you mean? I don't see anything. Let me come over. Do we get shared something or something in the chat? Because I don't see anything.
You don't. It's just what I just described.
Oh, okay. Just with the crystals. Yeah, I have no idea.
Same.
Can I try a history check?
You can try that. And while you're doing that, Oreo, since you've arrived, what are you doing?
I'm just checking the hall from where I'm at. I'm not moving out of the room, just trying to see the lay of the land, essentially.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're looking at it. The shape of the dragon looks vaguely familiar, but it's not quite within reach. It's not. You're not recalling, but
Hmm.
it does look familiar.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can think on that for a moment. I'd kind of like to have a peek over here to the west first, just to make sure that there aren't any weird surprises over this
Okay.
way.
As you start heading west, you can see multiple passages going to the south, one going to the north. And as you round the corner, you can hear softly, but you can hear the sound of chanting coming from the south. It's rhythmic and guttural, and you cannot make out what's being said.
All right, I am going to cautiously back off. All right, summon everybody close, and around the corner to the south, I hear some sort of guttural chanting.
Oh,
The cult, maybe?
Quite possibly.
Shall we
Oreo, would
take
you
a
like to have a peek?
Yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and move forward.
can we understand what they're saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oreo, if you can pick out any words or anything, that would be awesome. Maybe I can figure out what they're trying to do from a religious standpoint.
Sure,
so,
let me first roll for stealth, so
Of
I'm
course.
obviously
okay.
do that.
And the chanting is coming from the south.
Okay. Um,
Okay, so that looks like a 31.
mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, as you head to the south, the chanting starts getting louder. You notice a ruined room off to the side, and due to let's see what's your perception. Yep, due to your passive perception, you notice some sort of scribbles or something engraved on the wall in the room. And to the south, you can hear the chanting. So what do you do?
I will like to take a peek in here. I'm assuming that it's all dark, right?
Yeah, so this is your night vision if
So,
you're seeing anything.
okay, so even with dark vision, I can see.
Yeah, you can see with dark vision. It's basically dim light, so you have disadvantage on checks involving vision, but you can still see.
Yeah, I just want to get a note of what's on this wall, considering
Okay.
I just heard what I heard.
It says, "These are my last words, carved by what little control of the weave I still possess. I was investigating the nearby tunnels. They seem to predate Mavin. I came across some sort of temple, eerie and dark, the altar twisted, faces looking back at me, crystals shining from the walls. I tried to take a sample from one of the crystals, and then, and then, and the text seems to break off as pieces of wall seem to be missing, and you see various cracks. But below it continues. And so I ran, but took a wrong turn. Now I'm trapped. And then it ends. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in the chat.
Oh, thank you. I was just trying to write what I would think she would probably remember on her trip back, but that would help. Okay. So I will take that as a note and go back to the hallway and stealth further down.
Okay. You continue, and of course the chanting becomes louder.
From this spot, do I know if it's coming from the east or west?
It definitely sounds like it's coming from the east.
Okay, so I want to stick definitely by the east wall, and I don't know if it means a check or not. I just want to do a quick peek around the corner.
Okay,
But I didn't.
you already made your stealth check, so you peek around the corner, and you see Tyronda standing there, tapping her foot, facing away from you, almost as if she is waiting for something.
But the chanting, it's not
The chanting
coming.
is coming from this direction. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong thing. Hold on a second. It's coming from this direction, past Tyronda.
What do I hear from the chanting?
You hear some sort of guttural, rhythmic voices, and for some reason, even though you can't understand what's being said, hearing it makes you feel ill.
But it's not a language that I'm familiar with at all.
It doesn't seem to be a language you've ever heard before.
Okay. And there's no way that the peak around the corner could have seen anything beyond Tyronda. It's just Tyronda that I could see.
Yeah, I mean, there's a hallway and then some debris, and
Okay.
that's all you'd be able to see. There's some bend, but you can't see past the bend.
Okay, I will go ahead and take that as my cue. I'll start stealthing back all the way. I don't know how quickly I can go, but my point is trying to get back to the team.
Okay.
So I will make it back and then share what I've found, including the text, what you guys have there, and the information that it looks like it's this Tyronda individual standing there, tapping their foot, kind of waiting for something, but I'm not sure what, and they were looking away from where I was standing, so they couldn't really tell that anybody was there. The chanting didn't seem to be anything we've ever heard of. I mean, at least anything I've heard of, so I couldn't really make out what the hell it was.
Okay.
That's very interesting. I wonder if
You
we
know,
should do
like-
anything about Tyronda.
Yeah. Do you know any of the like vague sounds? Are they like?
Can I mimic any of the sounds there, Jeremy?
Did you also? Sorry to interrupt. Did you tell us that it made you feel sick too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She would share that it definitely made her ill.
Okay.
You can probably a performance check to see how well you can mimic the sounds.
Yeah, let's see how great with a -1. Oh, not
Well,
bad.
not bad. She does mimic the sounds. You think it's fairly accurate, although it's hard to tell. It's hard to do with your throat. But upon hearing the sounds, everybody else, it's not anything any language you know of. Although, you can give me a history check. Actually, anybody can give me a history check, and you might remember where you've heard this before.
History.
Will do.
So I can't do religion or any of my other like religious lores.
The history is just to know where you've heard it before. If you
Got it.
want to do a religion check separately, you can do that.
Okay. Because I was thinking of using either. I don't think it's celestial. I have a hunch that it's abyssal, but something like that.
I know
yeah,
Abyssal.
You can give me a religion check or Devok, and you guys can help each other.
Yeah, sure.
You can roll it. I'll just take initiative for that.
But before, or you guys can make your roll. But before we get to the results of that, you guys have heard this before. Actually, it was in the cave where you found Jared when you found the gray colt.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty confirmed that this is the cult then. One second.
The only thing is, I didn't see any. I didn't see the ones that were doing the chanting as out like. I didn't get a great picture of how many of outside of Tyronda is in the vicinity. So if the idea is to do some sort of setup, we might not have that liberty here.
Okay, Galen, as far as your religion check, it is definitely a type of ritual. And while you don't recognize exactly what the ritual is supposed to do, but you believe it is somehow invoking the power of some sort of god or other being.
Hmm.
Probably in a way of instilling some of that power within somebody, like kind of like being an initiate and giving them a little tiny piece of that power.
Okay. I'll let everybody else know that information as well.
Cool.
So what exactly is the objective with Tyronda here? I'm just coming in, so I'm not 100% sure. Is it somebody that we need to take out or someone we need to interrogate? What's the situation there?
Well, I was
Uh,
thinking an interrogation if we're actually going to approach, but uh, Jared had hired us to just follow her to see where she was going because he believed she had ties with the Great Cult, and now we're pretty much 100% sure she does. But in my opinion, stopping the Great Cult is a much better idea.
I agree.
So one thing I will add that when he asked you to follow her, he asked you to follow her on two different nights because apparently she goes to two different places, and this is the first of those nights.
So maybe we shouldn't
Ah,
intervene just yet.
we might not want to anyway because the whole reason we're following her was this was the only person careless enough to leave an easy to follow trail. If we do anything
hey,
about her, we're kind of helping the Grey Cult maintain a low profile.
Mm-hmm.
um, Oreo, how sneaky are you?
I mean,
As
you're
if I
serious?
didn't know. Do you think you can plant something on the Tyranda there?
What exactly do you want to hide on
I'm
them?
guessing she wants, or he wants you to plant this, and I hold the ring that, well, technically you loaned us.
I thought I
Yeah,
had
you
already
loaned it
taken
to us
that
a few
back.
days ago.
This
No,
Oh,
is
you loaned it to
more
us a few
recent.
days ago, and then
oh,
yeah, and then we had the Devak here attuned to it so that we could use it as a tracking device. But
gotcha.
yeah, so since it's already attuned to Devak, but if you want, you can attune it to yourself. But if you can go
Well,
ahead
we
and
don't really
maybe
have that time if the idea is to do it right
get it
now,
on her
so
person, yeah,
yeah, no,
if you
it's
can
fine.
somehow slip it on her person like something, then perhaps she will be carrying it with her tomorrow as well.
No, that seems logical. Yeah, I mean, where's the ring? I can certainly try and give it a
Holding
shot.
it up right in front.
Yep. Okay, so I'll grab it, and I'm assuming the Devok's
Oh,
attuned to right now, so
he
he'll
can
be
track it,
aware
so
of.
we'll never
Yep.
lose it. We can always get it back. Oh, if we're just going to be doing this and pretty much leaving, would you like a little extra?
Extra what?
I'll cast invisibility on you.
I
Uh,
think that's mandatory here because I had really horrible luck planting that thing, and that was without having to worry about being spotted. If this goes
Okay,
wrong, the
I can
I'll go
consequences will
ahead.
be
always,
severe.
I can always back out. It's not like I'll necessarily get stuck in.
No, it's
I'm not gonna
it's not the.
fight.
I understand, but it's not the problem. I will cast invisibility on you.
Okay.
This is more making sure she doesn't know we were ever
She's
here.
She was a very paranoid person, and we found it
I
very
mean, to be
difficult
fair,
to just
they probably
approach.
haven't seen my face right now, right? So they don't know about me.
But
But
anybody down here in these catacombs is like either you're a gray cult or you're not supposed to be here.
it's fine. I'm not arguing against it. It's cool, cool,
All
cool,
right.
cool. So I will take it, and I guess I'll roll again for stealth, Jeremy. Is that what I do?
Yeah, because it's a different situation since she
Mm-hmm.
went back and talked to everybody. Okay,
Yep.
24. Okay, you noticed as you start heading south that the chanting has stopped.
I will still take it easy, not going too fast or anything, but I'm just moving down the path, keeping to the east wall again.
Okay, so you approach, and you can hear Tyronda seems to be talking to somebody.
What am I hearing?
You hear her saying, "I told you people, I'm not a messenger, but I was told to get the response. Do you have the response yet?" And then you hear a male voice, "I told you. We do not have the response yet. You have to come back another day." She says, "But I have to go tomorrow to deliver your response." And then he says, "Well, that is too bad. You must leave." And then she says, "Okay, but I'm getting sick of this." And then she starts turning around towards you.
Hello. Yeah, so I want to give enough space, but I also want to keep an eye out as to, oh shoot, but they're okay, you know what? Crap. All right, I'm gonna go as fast as I can without try not to break stealth.
Okay.
Shit. Okay. Guys, I have no idea if she's heading this direction, so maybe we need to hide or something, but she's coming up the hallway, so I need to,
Oh God.
yeah.
Hey, we could try going, as bad an idea as it sounds, down here. She
I
definitely.
can't. Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
can't
stay here
stealth
because I'm
together.
invisible, so if I'm as soon as I get the chance, I'm gonna slip the ring, but you guys need to hide.
Crap.
Okay.
Actually, I can't do that. I'm going to bring the wolves with me. Maybe you guys should go down the hole. I'm going to lead the wolves to somewhere to hide.
All right, I'm going down the scary tunnel.
Down the
Um,
hole.
I'm
All
gonna
right. So
just
you guys go down the hole. You see a small room. I will get to what you guys see in a moment. So I'll just put you there. Ragu, what are you doing? Real quick.
I'm gonna go ahead and go down the hole with the other three.
Okay, great. All right, and I'll show you what you see in a moment. All right, Oreo, you notice that Tyronda is walking down the hall, but you also notice that several other figures are also coming behind her.
how
So
many of them?
it's hard to tell, but you see three or four, although only one of them that you see currently is wearing a is robed. The other three look actually like they're poor. They're not they look almost like beggars.
Okay. How wide is the hallway here that we're in? Like how
About
wide
five
is it
feet.
across?
About 5 feet.
Mm, would it be like an argument that she's small enough that she could let people pass if because I know that like the icon takes the whole thing, but if
Yeah.
she's like stuck by the wall as she lets people pass by, is that an option?
Probably as long as yeah, as long as you manage to move to the opposite side they're on. Like for example, if one person's walking on one side and another person's walking on the other, you might have trouble. If
I
that
just
makes
want to
sense.
see, right. I think I mainly want to see which direction they're going. If it's, I think I'm gonna be on this side then, but I'm gonna stick to the wall in the sense that I just want to see which direction they go because I essentially want to follow Tyronda and drop the ring when I get the chance.
All right. All right. As the group starts forming, you notice that there are actually looks like three of the cultists perhaps, and then Tyronda at the front. And as she moves to the front, she just walks right past you and starts heading
Can
to.
I drop? Can I like to do sleight of hand at that point and see if I can
Yes,
fit? Okay. Now, because I'm invisible, does that give me any advantage?
I think so. Yeah, go ahead and take advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a 14. It looks like. Let me check
Mm-hmm.
her passive real quick. Oh, I don't have her thing here. So that would probably see. What did I have it before? So that would be looks like, I think a 12. Okay, so you get it. So yeah, you plant it on her, and she walks past you, apparently not even noticing.
I mean, I just want to make sure if I see that everybody else is kind of going in that same direction, I'm gonna get out of their way and just let them pass.
Okay. All right. So what everybody or what you see is Tyronda walks into the big room around the pool, and then into the hallway. And the you see one of the cultists stop in the hallway, and then you see several, two half elves and a human with ragged clothing. Clothing. It looks like they've had a hard life. And then the cultist stops them, and he looks and he says, "And so, my brothers and sisters, you have been added to to our cult. You now serve the chaos and the warlock himself. For tonight, I will have you take the passage out of here, back to those shanty towns that you used to crawl in as home, and come back tomorrow at midnight, and you shall then be truly a member of one of us." And they start turning toward you, Oreo, and they start moving past.
Yep, definitely let them move.
I'm going to move you real quick, and then I'll put you back. And you notice that they seem to be going down the hallway,
I
and
actually just want to stand right there at the edge of the hallway to see what direction they go.
then the cultists move toward the east. And down the hallway, you notice that they go around a corner.
Okay.
So here's the last spot. You see them? Can you see it? See it on there? It's going to be pretty dark. Right.
Is it this?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's the last you see them. They go around the corner, and then you don't see them anymore.
Got it. Okay. Making a note.
And then the cultists start heading this way. Tyronda is out of sight now. And now I'm going to go to the second map so I can place the others. So let's see, we have Davok, we have Galen, we have Ragu.
Char was up with Pico.
Okay,
Just in case.
sure. So I'm going to go ahead and. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. One more person to move over. I have to move over observer. There we go. All right. So you find yourselves in a deeper level. You've climbed down the stair or the ladder, and you see, unlike most of the tunnels, two stone doors that appear to have locks on them. But to the north, you can see more of the tunnels you expect. Um, to the north, past the tunnels, you see a large pool of water with some sort of current whirlpool in the center. And another thing you notice is that the moss that's been growing in the tunnels is bioluminescent down here and surprisingly bright, lighting up the tunnels with this green light. And on the other side of the locked doors, you can hear movement, but it's fairly quiet and in the distance. So while Oreo is busy up above, what are you guys doing down here, if anything?
We can maybe look around, but I don't think we should move too much.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe we go north a little bit.
Yeah, peek into the room. I don't like these bubbles. That's very ominous.
I agree. It was a big
Okay.
hallway. Oops, I didn't mean to go all the way through.
As you approach, you see a hallway. It seems to go around a bend over here. You also see like a whirlpool. You can see this floating crate that seems to be kind of circling around the whirlpool, almost like a drain. You can see some bubbles as there's a slight height change as water seems to be flowing into the pool from the west. You can see debris and some partially collapsed walls to the north. So what do you do?
Let's just go in this room for now. The bubbly room.
Okay. As you enter the room, you notice that water seems to be flowing from one end into the pool, and then flowing from another end into this same pool. And you can see this kind of octagonal shape. And below the water, you can see um, some shadows moving around. And as you're looking at the shadows, I'm going to go ahead and change back.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not. That's not good.
Nope.
Let's see, observer. Dang it. Hold on. There we go. All right. So, Pico, you noticed that the gray cultists seem to be crossing, and they seem to be getting ready to go down. Oh wait, I take that back. Your wolves are there, right?
They're with me.
Okay. So you're basically telling them to follow you around.
Yeah, that was the whole point in me not going down the hole, was to basically lead them over specifically into this cubby right here.
Okay. Fair enough. Then that's where they are. All right. So the three cultists seem to be approaching the hole that leads further deeper underground, and the cultist in the lead is starting to climb the ladder. Do you do anything?
Oh, crap. Um, well, not much.
Um,
Go ahead,
since
Ragu. What were you gonna say?
since yeah, since Char is right there with Pico, and I'm less than 100 feet away. Can
Then
can
you would know that one of the cultists has just started climbing down the ladder, and there are two cultists. There are three cultists total.
and I very quietly whisper, "Guys, hide. We have company."
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Um,
but you guys go ahead and move to where you want to be. In the meantime, Pico and Oreo, what are you doing?
we're on the corner.
I'm going to keep an eye. Does it look like the other two are getting queued up to go down as well?
Yes.
I definitely want to move in closer, but I don't want to make any actions yet. Um, I don't see any of the guys out, not even
No,
Pico or nothing.
um, you might see Pico. He's peeking around. Pico, actually, no, you're probably just barely peeking, so they don't spot you. Um, do so you might see Char.
Uh,
If
okay,
s-
so here's the thing. What I want to do though, I'm gonna. You're saying that the last two in the back are on the bridge area.
Yeah,
So
they're on the
could
bridge.
I?
They're the guy in the front is basically starting to climb down the ladder. Let me delete these guys.
How
Um,
far is it that somebody can throw? Is that based off of strength?
how far they can throw?
Yeah, like if I want to throw something,
Let's
like
see.
how would I know how far I could throw? I don't know what if
Yeah,
there's some sort of
let me look.
mechanic.
Let me look. There
Well,
is a
if it's a
specific thing.
small thing,
Oh yeah, I'm trying to throw a bunch of ball bearings, but not that many. I just want to make enough of a noise down the hall that I was in.
Also, I'm noticing my dark vision seems to be limited to 60 feet.
Okay, that might be because that's the default setting. Let me fix that real quick while I look at this throwing thing. There we go, 120. There you go. Alrighty.
Yeah, that seems to be working better.
I'm not getting a clear answer, but it seems to be 20 to 60 feet, so we'll just say you can throw 60 feet if it's light.
So yeah, I mean they're ball bearings.
Yeah.
They're yeah. So I'm gonna take 5 ball bearings and chuck them 60 feet down the hall, or 50 feet better, just to see. Hopefully the sound can resonate loud enough for them.
Down this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can catch their attention.
Sure. You throw the ball bearings, and one of the cultists in the back kind of looks toward the sound, and he says, "Hold up! I'm gonna go check this out. Wait there." And then he starts going down the hallway.
And one's already down the hole.
Yeah, one basically went down the hole. I'll put him over the hole so it's clear. And one is on the ladder, basically getting ready to go down the hole.
Huh.
Um,
I really want to do
mentally to
something
char.
stupid, so unless you guys do something,
Uh,
I might do something stupid. Someone say something.
mentally to Char, I'm going to say, Ragu, if you can hear me, have Char tilt his head side to side.
Side to side.
Okay. I'm thinking of trying to, well, again, mentally to Char. I'm thinking of attacking one of these cultists as soon as the first two go down the ladder. And hopefully, Oreo will be available to back me up.
He nods his head yes.
Okay. So you're waiting for the first two to go down the ladder?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so let me go ahead and switch maps real quick. Alrighty, that would be observer. And then place these guys. So, all right. So you can hear now the clinking of the ladder and footsteps. Ragu and Galen and Oreo. I mean Devok. And
Mhm.
go ahead.
Sorry. I was just saying yeah.
Okay. And then you hear the sounds of something metallic clattering, and then a heavy door opening, and then a heavy door closing, and then you don't hear anything.
Okay, I peek very cautiously around the corner here.
Okay. So you peek where the ladder is, and you don't see anybody. Although the based on the dust has been kind of moved around, um, so it looks like somebody was probably just there.
Okay, well, I heard them. I know they were just there. Is the dust disturbed on the left or the right side of the room? Or if I can tell.
I'd probably on the left side.
Okay. And that was just one person.
No, you're pretty sure you heard two people.
Come down and two sets of footsteps
Yeah.
go to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. Char nods and nuzzles Pico.
Okay,
And
now
then, Ragu comes over here and says, "Psst, you guys, come on."
Okay.
It's you Devocking.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
okay, and what are you guys doing?
We're going to wait right here by the way until I get the proper signal for us to rush upstairs. And I communicate that
Sounds
to
good.
them.
All right. So let me switch maps again. All right then. So Pico, you got that nuzzling. Oreo, you see the cultist in the hallway checking out your caltrops, and he is starting to turn around to head back.
Do I see Pico move, or do I see any movement down the hallway? Is this
That's a good question,
so?
Pico. Does she see you move at all?
I am going to. Now, that cultist, is he facing away from me?
He is at the moment, but he's in the process of turning around after he was investigating something and he's basically dropping it and getting ready to get up and turn around.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send all the wolves after him. Um, I guess they're going to have to just dash. They won't be able to do anything this round.
Okay.
And as I do that, I am going to go ahead and put my arm out towards him and fire Eldritch Blast his way.
Okay.
Ooh.
So what we're gonna do is, you can roll for your Eldritch Blast, and then we roll initiative.
All right.
Do you want us to roll initiative downstairs?
Sure.
Because all right, because I'm pretty sure that Char's going to take this as the cue.
All right. Looks like the first one hits. I'm pretty sure the second one misses.
Okay.
Whopping 5 points
What's the
and
damage type?
force.
Okay. No problem.
And I realized a little bit too late. Let me double check one thing here. That was an action.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Make sure to roll your initiative, Pico.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, a little too late on this. I'm casting. Wait a minute. Yeah, it wasn't all that long before he dealt. Oh, okay.
So what are you doing?
I was going to cast Hex, but I realized that's technically already up and running still because it's been less than an hour since we fought the assassins. So I was just going to move it to that guy.
Okay. Well, you already. Is that a bonus action? Oh wait, no, that doesn't matter because you took your action to initiate combat, so you can do that when it's your turn. So yeah, the combat's already initiated. So we go back to initiative order. In which case, then you can move your hex. There you go. Has everybody rolled? I think they have. All right. Well, I guess it doesn't matter much, Pico, because you happen to go first anyway. So you cast your Eldritch Blast, which hit him. Obviously, he's in the process of getting up to face toward the direction of the shot. So what do you do?
I am
I'm
going to
sorry.
go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's my internet or are we missing people because I don't see Devok or Oreo.
Well, Oria's up here with me.
Right, we're in different levels. I think it's a different order for a different map.
Oh,
Yeah.
Devok didn't roll. That's true.
My bad. My bad. I forgot to roll.
All right,
But I still don't see them in my turn order, so I thought it was
because
just
they're
a
not on
different.
the map. That's why.
Right, okay.
All right, here we go again. So round one again. All right, Pico. So what are you doing?
Now I did, as I was opening the Eldritch Blast, telling the wolves to charge in. So what are they
Oh,
doing?
okay. It is your turn. So do you want me to move the wolves before you go?
Sure. To say, I want them to get to the cultists as soon as possible, even if they can't attack. So I'm just going to go ahead and have them dash.
All right. Let me see. 40 feet. So 8 hexes. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And with
7,
commands
8.
to
1,
surround
2,
him.
5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So, oh wait, did I do twice? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's basically as far as they can get. All right, so you still have your turn.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, and with my arm still outstretched, go ahead and fire Eldritch Blast again.
Okay. And that one, neither of those hit. Must be the distance and the darkness. Is that the end of your turn?
Actually, yeah, I think I'll stay right here.
All right. Ragu, you are currently on the other map, so let me switch to that real quick. And let me switch the observer as well. Oops. All right. So what are you going to do?
Okay, with the key off that Char gave me when Pico started attacking, I turned to Galen and Galen and Devok and say, "Okay, now quickly and quietly up the stairs," and I go.
Okay.
All of
How
Right.
how many hexes can you move? Oh, it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
your
I can
guys'
follow
turn
you.
yet.
6.
Yeah, sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6 hexes, so I'm at least on the ladder.
Yeah, so
Going up
you're
it.
basically part way up the ladder. We'll go ahead and put you there. So that's your movement. Let me switch you to the proper map now. Ragu and observer. And Ragu, you're basically part way up the ladder. You're out of movement. Do you want to dash?
Um, yes, I will go ahead and dash to get
Okay.
up out of the way. The
So we'll
wolves
we'll
are all
count the
here.
rest of the ladder as another hex of movement. So subtract one hex of movement from your total, and then go.
All right, 5. Now, the bad guy, he is over this way.
The only one cultist you see is right there. Can you see the map?
Okay, yeah. Here, I was having a little, maybe. I
So
don't
what are you
know
gonna
if
do?
I'm having. I don't know if I'm having some sort of. Okay, yeah, I'm having some sort of problem here. Okay, it's off. Dark vision on. Because I couldn't see, my screen had gotten really dark for a bit. All right. Okay, I can see him. I'm going to go ahead and one, one, two, three, four, five. I have to come around to here. Or no, I can stop right here, can't I? So I'm not on the same
You're basically on the bridge.
axis. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to stop on the bridge because I can't keep going and I'd be sharing a space with Oreo or the wolves.
Right. You can move past the wolves, assuming you have enough movement. If not, then yeah, you'll have no choice. All right. So that's the end of your turn.
Um, yeah, because I used my action to dash. So wait a second. One, two,
All
three,
right.
4, 5. I can wind up right here, closer to the bad guy.
All right. And let me look up you're a 15. Let me put you in there. This thing got confused, unfortunately. Ragu, 15, add. Great. Alrighty. So, all right. So, Galen, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go ahead and follow Ragu,
Okay.
since that's what you said to do. So I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 4, and I'll start climbing up the ladder.
Okay. So you'll be partially up. Devok, I'm assuming you're gonna do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
All right. So let me move you both at the same time to make things a little easier. And then Devok and Galen. All right, Galen, you can go ahead and finish your turn.
Uh, I'm in complete darkness.
Yeah, I had that odd problem too. I just there and mess with my lighting.
Do you have night vision?
Uh, I don't think I have any type of vision. Can I turn on a lantern?
Does anybody else have a lantern? Because yeah, there's no lighting.
I was holding. Yeah, I was
So go
holding
ahead and
one.
click on your token and click
Yeah, I
on
got
it.
it.
All right. Can you see now,
I don't like
Galen?
it though.
I can, thank you.
All right. So that's basically to climb up the ladder is basically all your movement.
hmm
You can dash if you want, or you can stay there.
I think for now I'm gonna stay here. Are we jumping this guy?
That's the
Yeah.
only enemy you see. So I'm going to put you to the
Okay.
side so Devok can have his own space. Since you're not moving anymore, actually, let me check your movement. How many hexes did you move?
Uh, Before I started climbing the
Yeah.
ladder, I think 4.
Okay, so you're basically on the ladder then. So do you want to dash to get to finish your climb?
can I cast a spell from that point? Or no,
You wouldn't be
I
able to
need
see
to.
anybody. You could
Yeah,
cast a
that's fine.
spell, but you wouldn't be able to see anybody.
Okay, I'll dash to get out then.
Okay.
And I can't really. I don't think I can reach any other spots without landing on somebody's square.
Well, you can move past somebody. So if you were to dash and go across the bridge, you could like go up here or go to past Ragu if you wanted to, or you can just stay where you are, shoot from a distance.
Yeah, I'm fine staying here
Okay.
for now.
All right, Devok. It's the same for you. You get about halfway up the ladder with your movement, so you can dash to get out if you so wish.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, so you're now on your hex. So you're out of movement. Is there anything else? And you so you don't have an action, but if you still have a bonus action or whatever, you can do that.
I don't have a bonus action.
Okay. All right.
Thought I could use here.
So the cultist, after turning around, after being blasted in the back, sees Ragu at the front and assumes that he is the person responsible, and so attacks. So the first thing he does is he's actually going to give you a command, Ragu. He says, grovel. Go ahead and give me a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and I'm holding my reaction for this as well, so...
Damn it, Kobo.
So,
Wait a second.
Oh, go ahead.
Reaction wouldn't help, never mind.
All right, so you find yourself groveling at the ground, and you fall prone, and your turn ends.
Yep.
And everybody else sees this. They see that a Ragu quite obediently grovels.
I'm so embarrassed.
Oreo, you see Ragu groveling at the feet of the Grey Cultist. What are you going to do?
Is there a way for me to get behind him? Is it possible to get around him without
You would have to move through his hex, which you can do, but it requires a roll.
Okay, well, I'm considered invisible right now, so I'm gonna get advantage anyway if I attack. So I'll
That's true.
still get it. It's fine. I'll go ahead and then get in front of him, not liking what just happened, and stab him with one of the daggers.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm going to move him down just so that you guys can see his health bar. Go ahead. All right, that 24 is a hit.
That plus that.
That is 23 damage. So quite the sum, but he's still alive.
Offhand, the other dagger. Give me a second. That one should not be at advantage, so I'm changing that right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then So you said that even if I want to get around him, I have to make a roll, right?
Yeah, you are invisible, so I'll give you that. So go ahead and...
Wait a second. Doesn't invisibility reveal me once I attack?
Oh, it does, unless it's greater invisibility. Never mind.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, okay. If you really want to get a roll, let me get around and let me check that again. I'm sorry.
Because my intention is to essentially stop his way out or a way out.
Okay, so if you want to push through his space, it's basically overrun, which is basically is an action or a bonus action.
I already used both, so I can't do it. Never mind. I'm good then.
But it just for future reference, it's your athletics check contested by their athletics check, and if you succeed, then you're able to push, basically push through their space.
Good to know. Okay, that's it.
All right. So now we've begun round 2. Pico, you can see that the cultist has been badly hurt, but is still alive. And you can see Ragu groveling at his feet. What are you going to do?
Out of curiosity, just how weird does it sound? I mean, it's one of those things. In all the time I've known Ragu, I have not once ever heard him do anything
Oh, this is
like.
clearly coerced. He does not want to do this.
So anyway,
Oh, actually, before you go, do you want the wolves to go first?
yeah, I'll let them go ahead and maul the guy.
All right. So the wolf runs in to attack. This helps if I click on his character sheet. Okay, he does. Oh no, she's an ally. So okay, that's a 22 then. So he hits 4 piercing damage, and then he has to make a DC 11 strength saving throw. Which he does not make, so he is now prone. And at this point in time, Ragu, you notice that you no longer feel the inclination to grovel, but you are still prone. Actually, I'll leave you prone down, actually, until you get up. And then the next wolf comes in, attacks, and backs up. He has advantage because he is prone, but has advantage anyway, so he hits for another 8 points of damage. Wolves did a lot of damage for a wolf. Next wolf comes in, backs up, and bites. And the 19 hits. And the cultist is now appears to be dead. So I'm going to go ahead and end the combat.
Can I check what the hell's on this body?
Yeah, you can. Come on, you piece of junk. Sorry. As you approach to check, you notice that you can see his wounds healing.
Stabbing the hell out of him.
You stab them, and you notice that they're healing, as you stab, and you get the impression, in meta terms, that he heals 5 points around.
Guys?
So wait, is he dead, but he's like coming back to life, or is he really injured and being healed?
You get the impression that he was killed and coming back to life.
So I have a way around this. What if I just make him a zombie?
Do it.
Do it. He's getting up, so somebody do something.
Yeah, I'm making him a zombie.
Okay.
Well, if he's trying to get up, I'm going to go ahead and fire some more Eldritch Blasts at him.
Okay.
Can I say, just for thematic reasons there, Pico, that I grabbed 2 of your Eldritch Blasts into my daggers? You're just throwing them willy-nilly?
All right, fair enough. As long as
And if you grab the ones I missed with.
you are limited on the number of creatures you can control. So as long as you're under that limit, then it does work. But you feel that there's something wrong with this zombie. You have control of him for now. All right, Ragu, you are no longer prone. Assuming you decide to get up, and combat is
Oh
over.
yes.
Can I still finish at least while he was doing the zombie thing? I don't know if it necessarily does it interfere if I'm just trying to see what the hell's on him.
Oh yeah, so you go through. He's wearing robes. Underneath the robes, he is wearing studded leather armor, roughly average humanoid height. He has a couple of coins. We'll say he's got like 10 silvers. And he has a silver key.
I'll pick up the silver key, but I'll kind of look at the others, kind of showing off, like, have you guys seen If this matches anything that you guys might have stumbled across around here.
I like to walk up to the zombie. Now,
We've not found
Devok.
anything that would use a silver key that I recall.
Okay.
Now, Devok did just turn him into a zombie.
But as you approach Ragu, you get a look at the key, and you suspect it might fit the doors you found locked below.
Oh, that might go good with the doors downstairs, Oreo.
Okay. Good
Anyway,
to know.
go ahead.
Now, he just made him a zombie. I'm gonna look very closely at the zombie's wounds. Are they still closing slowly?
No, once he was turned into a zombie, that process stopped.
Mm,
However, you notice that the zombie, at one moment, he's kind of just looking forward like you expect from a zombie, not really even acknowledging your presence. At another moment, you can swear he's looking at you with evil in his eyes. But then you look again, and he's looking forward again.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe we
Devok.
should subdue this
Yeah.
zombie.
Yes, Devok, come here, please.
I am.
Devok is also a wizard, so I don't know if I can help him. He knows more about zombies than I do, but I tell him my fears of this thing or my concerns and try and help him do some sort of figuring out with some sort
Yeah,
of
maybe we could
magical.
just physically restrain him.
I was trying to figure out some information, but yeah, we're definitely going to restrain him.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check if you want.
Okay. Oh, that's what you meant. Gotcha.
Yeah, with advantage.
Yeah, if you're
Because I was
helping.
helping.
I got you. One moment.
Okay, so you get the sense that the zombie is connected to something close by, and
Oh.
you get the sinking suspicion that if the zombie ever gets destroyed or it gets left alone long enough, it will revert back to being the cultist.
So we have to find this thing or remove him from this area. One of the
Why
two.
not? Why not tie him up, put a rope around his neck, and use him as a bloodhound for as long as you can control him to
That's
get
what I was
to where
thinking.
this thing is?
Yeah.
I do think we do want to make sure he's still restrained by arms and whatnot. We really don't want to have this thing suddenly
Yes,
attacking
yes.
us at close range.
When I said tie him up, I meant lopping his arms off and tying a leash around his neck.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
Pico,
what is
have
it?
you approached the rest of the group, or are you yelling from the distance?
No, I'll walk forward.
I'm going to go ahead and move Char over just to make it easy. Yeah, I'll put him over here.
Cool. Thank you.
As cool as all of this
And
is, I think we should probably move out of here soon.
and as I
Yup.
come up on the wolves, it's like, good dog, you wolf woofs.
All right.
Anyway,
Unless
you
anybody
did.
has any problems.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Unless anybody has any problems, I am going to go ahead and do that now.
No, go for it. I do want to take a peek though in this area because I saw the other folks that were being followed go in this hallway and just go down the end of the hallway and just disappear. I don't know if there's something else that's connecting to all of this, but I just want to check it out before we end up leaving. I don't know if that's the plan.
Okay. I pull out my iridescent rapier and very efficiently at the joint cut off both his arms at the shoulder and then tie a rope tightly around his neck and lead it back as a collar. Now he can lead us, but he's not dangerous.
Oh, he's harmless now.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make a double wrap around his whole head because the second wrap of rope will go through his mouth so he can't bite.
Okay, but we still need to restrain his arms.
The
His
ones I
arms
just cut
are
off of his
gone.
body.
Yeah, the ones that are now free to potentially do their own things. I start intently looking at these arms.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We'll go ahead and
As
tie
as
them up
soon as
separately.
the arms hit the ground, you notice that they hit and they broke apart, and then you see this kind of wispy blackness kind of dissipate, and the arms are now gone.
Hmm.
Huh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Is that concerning or a good thing?
Probably
Both.
concerning. I
It's
think
actually a
it's
good
more
thing because it means the
concerning.
arms won't be crawling around attacking
That
us.
is not what that means.
So Oreo, you've headed down the tunnel, and
Yep.
you see two rooms, one to the south, one to the west. Um, you're not sure which way the people went.
Right. I still do want to be in stealth mode though, so I'll still roll
Go
just
ahead.
for the sake of
Okay.
having that and take a peek in each area first.
So, and to the south, you see some broken boxes. You see some collapsed stone, um, and yeah, you can see the walls have been kind of collapsed in over here, and then the boxes have shattered and or broken and mostly rotten.
These are just completely just those are the ones that are rotten, the ones in the center there.
Yeah, the this one and then these on the side here.
Okay, I just wanted to sure that it wasn't like a closed chest or something like that.
No.
That wasn't okay. Cool, cool, cool. And then I'm gonna peek over to the this side.
Okay. So you peek around and you notice a tunnel going to the south.
I like to stay by the wall again, being stealthy, and I want to take a peek into the tunnel.
Okay, you see a tunnel that extends past the end of your night vision, but you get the impression that it's a very very long tunnel.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. So I will take the time to go all the way back to the guys.
Okay, and as Oreo's running around, what's everybody else doing?
Not a whole lot at the moment. Just kind of checking on the surviving wolves. When Oreo gets back, I am going to provide a warning about some of the hallways.
No, yeah, that's why I try to be sneaky about it.
No,
Didn't
no.
go.
The warning is that if you start feeling unnatural coldness, you're probably approaching some of the crypts.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I have an idea of where the people that were, I guess, initiated to this cult went to. It's just that I don't know where the tunnel leads.
Hmm.
And also, Devok, you should probably have a ping as to where Tyrona is because that was successfully
Oh, yeah.
set in.
Where do I sense her?
Okay, you saw her heading away from here. She was heading west. Actually, hold on. Let me look at the map real quick to give you a more accurate measure. Okay, so she was heading east.
I don't think your microphone's working. I think it comes on mine.
Okay, so sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so she was heading more or less east and slightly north, and then after a certain point, um, the signal just stopped.
Hmm.
But this was she was moving that direction pretty much the whole time, and so it probably just stopped. And you would guess that she's somewhere roughly around the middle of the city. Um, maybe even in one of the noble districts. But
I
you
would have
did notice,
also
though, the signal stopped for some reason.
I would have also iterated what was spoken between Tyrona and the individual before all of that happened in terms of waiting for a response, having not getting the response, and essentially accepting that there was some lack of communication. So I don't know if the 2-day thing is going to be as successful as they intended to be. I don't know, but sharing that.
Oh, and the other thing you guys do know is that the two of the cultists did go down this tunnel, and you got the sense that they are very familiar with this area. I'm sorry,
Okay.
this ladder. And in fact, Ragu, you saw them or you heard them go off into through some doors, so you have at least some idea of where they went.
Yeah, they went to the left side. So if we get down there, that's depending on where this zombie dog leads us.
I think we should decide, like probably right now-ish, whether we want to fully explore this place or get out with the information we have. And I'm down
I
for
think
either, I just think we should choose.
we should explore more because we do need to get a better idea of what's actually going on down here. I mean, okay, we've seen
Hmm.
some evidence that they're initiating cultists in here, but there's quite possibly more to this. So
Yeah,
we really need to know, if not for Jared, at least for Devok's contact. Because after
okay.
all, wasn't it kind of implied that these cultists are probably misusing the undead to destroy everything?
Yep.
So yeah, we'd better know what we're doing. I kind of wonder if those crypts are tied to this.
I'm sure they are.
They definitely are.
Well then, if I could have a say, I think, do you remember the room with the chanting? I think we should check out in that direction before we head downstairs or in some of those
Yeah,
other directions, just because like if they vacated that room, they may have left some literature or
That's
some
a good
stuff
point.
that might give us
I
a clue
agree.
of what's going on.
I also have a second idea. I don't know if you guys remember this spell, but I can use it to scout for like something.
What spell was it? Creeping
Hiding
claw? Oh,
foot.
the hand, the
Yeah, I can make a
hand.
little hand and it can run around and find something for us.
Can you see through it though?
No, but I could have it lead us to whatever it
Hmm,
found.
interesting. Oh,
Okay. Well, unfortunately, that other dude. Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. I misread this.
Yeah. And yeah, Devok, we got you some supplies to do this before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is an option. Are we gonna take that option?
Yeah.
I
Just out
don't
of
think we need it
curiosity,
just yet.
Okay.
just out of curiosity, what direction does the zombie bloodhound want to go to get to whatever thing it is being connected with? Is it towards
Um,
the?
Actually, right now he is trying to go this way.
Okay, and that's the same
Um,
direction as the temple chanting place.
Possibly.
I'll keep like a 10 to 20 foot pace of front in front of it though, and just if we're gonna let that lead the way, then I'm gonna stay in front of it.
I do think we shouldn't take that thing too far. Wherever it wants to go, we may not want it let it get all the way there.
True.
Well, it's not that it wants to go there. It is the thing that it is connected to that Devok was able to figure out, and he's just going to lead us to that thing to see if we can destroy it or something.
Well, my point more is that if the thing gets close enough, it may
Yep.
cause some sort of undesired behavior to the zombie.
Yeah, because it's clearly being controlled by some like otherworldly thing, or at least influenced. And if we let it get too close to, and I'm sure the cultists have like some beacon that they're using to channel this thing. If we let it get too close, it'll probably revert, and then its arms will come out of somewhere, I'm sure.
And then we will kill it again.
Yeah, we can kill it again.
Yeah, but that's assuming it's not a more powerful thing as a
Yeah, that's
result.
also what I'm thinking. Hmm.
Hmm. I say we take the risk, honestly.
I think we should let it lead us in the general direction, but we should scout ahead of it so that we're
Yeah,
not
That's
letting it
the
just walk us
reason.
into something.
Yep,
maybe
that's
we
the reason
scout
I want to
ahead
be
and take
ahead.
it.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think we should have Oreo ahead.
That too.
Um, but yeah, are you back? Sorry, I can't see. No, Oreo's still off exploring.
No, I'm
Before
I'm
we,
at the far end of the hallway. I don't know if you can see me there.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can now. Okay. I just need
Yeah,
to
you
move my.
guys aren't in combat, so you guys can feel free to stand on top of each other if that makes it easier for you to see something.
Okay. Before we go, I kind of wanted to fiddle. Can you come back here, Devok? I kind of wanted to fiddle a little bit with the crystals.
Okay.
Crystal.
Now, there's just depictions of crystals on the walls, not
Oh,
actual crystals. There's a
I'm
depiction
sorry.
of an altar with the human faces trying to stick out with the 10 crystals. There are no
Okay,
actual crystals.
my bad. I thought they were actual crystals.
I made the same mistake.
Okay, then yeah, let's go to that chanting room if or wherever the thing wants to lead us, if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Okay, Oreo, if you're sneaking ahead, go ahead and give me your stealth check.
Sure. I think it was more of just keeping an eye of where it's going and where we're going. But okay. Let me see.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't. Okay, that's fine. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So you move the token and then I'll put it like 20 feet ahead of it. That's my intention with it.
Okay, so yeah, it's basically going down the hallway like this.
Okay.
And,
I'm assuming everybody else is following. So
yep, everybody can move their tokens if you want.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
And,
and
Pico, what are you doing at the wolves?
I'm just going to keep them close to me. I'll just take up the rear.
Okay.
I definitely want to be in front of it
So,
though. So
so they went down this way, although obviously you guys are free to go whichever directions you want.
Actually, I'm going to take a quick peek over here.
So, Oreo, before you go on ahead, I just wanted to point out that you see some sort of writing kind of scrawled on the wall here as well. But the zombie is trying to go ahead. Are you? Is he tied to somebody?
I thought somebody was holding him like a dog
Yeah.
on a leash.
Yep. I wrapped one wrap around his neck tightly, and then the other one in his mouth so he can't bite. And I've got the other end, so
Okay,
I've
so
got
you're
a
down
good
there with
strong
him then.
pull on him.
Right, and the intention is keeping him. I just want to be ahead. Obviously, if I see this first, then I want to go ahead and clean this off so the guys can have a better chance of seeing it. But if I see that the zombies wanting to move forward, I still want to be ahead of it.
Okay, fair enough. If Ragu is holding it back, though, then obviously there's not much it can do.
Yeah, so you guys, I don't know, there's something else in the wall there you guys want to check out.
So yeah, you see what looks like scribbles on the wall here.
On what language?
yeah, let me
It
read
looks
it.
like common. You're gonna take a look. It's
Yeah.
you see the faded words. It says the tunnel behind me partially collapsed. I seem to be safe for the and then the words suddenly end.
Oh.
And Oreo, you see where at the end here, at the corner here, the tunnel has partially collapsed, but there is enough space to squeeze around.
I want to just go by to the corner and see if there's any. Is there a way? I mean, is there a way to clean that up a bit, or is it just too heavy where
Yeah,
like
it's just
Ragu would have
basically
to come in?
large stones that kind of, where the ceiling and the wall kind of collapsed inward. So I mean, you still got like 2 feet of space or something, so you can still get past it. But yeah, it's pretty much stuck there.
I give Ragu the look of like we need to take care of this, but I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze through and see if I can scout ahead a little bit.
Okay, you squeeze through, and you see this purplish light. And when you look into the room, you sense this complete absence of radiance. And in the center of the room, you see a twisted altar. I'm going to go ahead and actually show you what that looks like.
It looks really cool, by the way, Jeremy. That's very neat.
So you should
Oh,
see it on
nice.
your screen. You can see it looks
Oh,
like
wow.
it looks like human faces trying to push through, twisting the surface, and then around the room you see 10 crystals glowing with this kind of ethereal light, and then columns throughout. And then you can see that the outer area of the room is at the same level that you're at, and then it steps down 2 feet and steps down 2 feet.
I see. So it's like it levels off to the bottom where the altar is. Is the altar where the faces are? Is that like just a stone base kind
It
of
looks
altar?
like it's made out of stone, Although you can swear that
And
you
it's
can you can
moving.
see one of the heads move every once in a while.
Okay. And do I get any weird feeling here, like what Pico's been warning about in terms of uh
Actually, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and have you make a Constitution save.
okay. Um Oops, sorry, not at advantage, that's a 12.
Okay. So you suddenly find yourself vomiting.
Ooh.
Whatever this is, it twists up your insides and makes you feel ill. But it doesn't seem to
Okay.
have any. It's not hurting you though. It's just it makes you feel ill.
And there's nothing else that I spot movement or
You did
anything
see
shadowy.
a passage on the other side, but you did not see any movement except for maybe one of the heads kind of moving.
Okie doke. I will go ahead and squeeze my way back and share my findings with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps we might need to figure out a safe way to get one or more of them crystals. If
Yeah.
it is a power focus, then we do not want them to be having it, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, if I
Did
could
anybody
go
look in this
in,
cabinet or chest?
It's currently yeah, it looks solid and it currently has a lock on it, and it looks like a chest.
I would like to go ahead and open it.
Go for it.
Let's see.
All right, with that 25, it comes off easily. And inside, you see two daggers. The daggers have this kind of darkness to them. It's a kind of a dark color. Um, and you see two swords of the long swords of the same style, and what looks like a mace of the same style.
hmm,
Can any of
If
you
I
guys
have a minute,
identify it?
yeah, don't
Yeah.
touch
if we're
those.
having a minute, I can be identifying it.
Yep, not
Or
touching them.
unless you Devok. Okay, Pico, would you like to assist me for a second? Devok, Galen, can you be holding on to this guy?
Yeah.
Sure.
I go ahead and give the rope to you two, so when he pulls and tries, both you are pulling against basically a big dog.
What was
All right,
inside this chest?
two daggers,
I'm
two long
currently
swords, and
putting
a
it in
mace.
there.
Hmm.
So you identify one of them, but they're all similar enough that you get the sense of what they all are. And 1 plus 2 mace plus. So when I say plus 1d6 necrotic damage, that's on top of what that type of weapon normally does. So it's the normal weapon damage plus an extra d6 of necrotic damage, and they're plus 2
Okay.
weapons, meaning that they give you a plus 2 bonus to hit.
All right. So it's to hit or to hit and damage.
I think it's to hit damage actually. So yes,
Okay.
normal
So
damage plus 2 plus a d6 for necrotic damage. That
okay.
make
So the
sense?
long sword is yeah. So the long sword's an 8. So it's D8 plus 2 longsword, and then it does an extra D6 necrotic on top of that.
That's correct.
Okay.
And you're sure they're
All
not
right.
cursed? They look kind of cursed.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. That's
You
why I'm
you haven't
ritual
sensed a
casting
curse.
identify.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm ritual casting identify. I'm trying to figure out if it is an attunement weapon or you just touch it or
It doesn't seem to be either. It just seems to be they just seem to be anybody can use them kind of weapons.
okay. I go ahead and tell everybody that, but I am not 100% confident they're not cursed. They're probably not cursed.
So
Just to
one
give
thing
them,
you do know is identify doesn't always give you everything.
yes. That's why I said I'm not 100% confident. They're probably, but I do not know. We can be taking them with us, of course.
Sure, I'll pocket the 2 daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take the one of the long swords. Does anybody else want anything? Well, just bring it with me. Maybe Ire can be asked later if you want something. I don't know.
I'll take one of the other long swords.
Ire might want one of the maces, but I don't know. He's pretty religious. He might not want something like this.
Well, there's only one mace, so if you take one, you're taking them all.
Aren't you religious?
I'm not touching him.
Okay.
I'll carry him.
I don't use weapons though.
All right, just for everybody's edification, the mace is a D6 weapon, the swords are a D8 weapon, and the daggers are D4.
Okay.
All right, you have the daggers, so I don't have to worry about carrying them. If I can just get the rest wrapped up, I can just stuff them in my backpack.
Yeah, it sounded like Devok
Figure
took the
that out.
long sword, so you'd have one long sword and the one mace.
Okay. I am putting them in my backpack and carrying them for later.
Okay.
And Devok, you can use a sword? I thought you were like a spear. We tried to give you a sword before.
Yeah, I am,
Okay.
but like, I'll just take it.
Okay.
It's cool.
I don't know. I don't know if that's cool. I think
I
it's
think
bad.
it's kind of cool.
All right.
It fits with my theme.
That's fair.
Well, one thing that's with the training system, you can only get essentially 1/4 of the training done in a week's downtime, but it would allow you over the longer term to learn a new weapon if that's what you want.
Yeah. We'll see.
So I kind of want to check out that altar.
Same.
You notice that, Ragu, that the zombie is pulling on you extra hard. It was actually hard to concentrate during your process. I assume other people
Oh,
kind of
that's why
helped
I
you out.
handed.
We were,
Yeah, that's why I
Devok
handed
and
the
I were
rope to
holding it.
Devok and Galen. They were holding him
Yeah.
as I was
Okay.
doing this.
Okay. In that case, you two notice the zombies kind of pulling extra hard, and you can. He's pulling hard enough that you're almost afraid the rope will fray.
Oh no.
So what do you do?
Um, I'll tell Ragu to grab him again. Maybe even hold him with his hands, as gross as that is.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he
I can
still
come
has
back
the
and,
ropes on, so it's not that gross.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Um,
not completely tie up the legs, but basically do
I can't hear you, Dave.
I don't know what's broken then.
I think
Anyway,
I hear
just
you
use the rope
through
to do the
Jeremy's.
rope version of leg shackles, so that you
Got
can
it.
shuffle.
We'll do that too.
Okay, so you tie up the zombie's legs. So that probably takes you a couple of minutes on top of the 10 minutes you already spent with your ritual cast. So what are you going to do?
Is my audio any better now?
that's much
Yep.
better.
Yes, we can actually hear you.
All right.
All right.
Anybody else want to come look at this altar with me?
I will be there to
Yes.
be bodyguard duty in that way.
Thank you.
Yes, I am definitely. Well, can I bring the zombie and get
No,
in there?
please don't bring this up.
No.
For the love of God, don't bring the zombie in this room.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you
Okay.
see the altar in the center. And Oreo, you notice that the heads are in a slightly different configuration.
Oh God. Yeah, I tell you guys that.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
Galen, go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Yeah, I figured I would have a pretty strong reaction to this.
In fact, I think you have disadvantage.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, Oreo, as Galen approaches, you notice that suddenly he stops and starts vomiting violently on the floor.
Oh boy. I give him like a pat on the back, like it's all right. Take it all out.
Okay.
Do I have like special knowledge of this? My interests Can I check?
I was
Oh yeah,
actually
you're
gonna
there.
ask a similar question.
Go ahead and give me the same Constitution save, Devok, except you have advantage.
Hmm.
Yep,
Yeah.
you do feel a little queasy, but you definitely don't vomit up. And Oreo and Galen, you notice that Devok is taking this considerably better than you have.
That's
Um,
awful.
and as you look in, this may remind you of something. Go ahead and make a history check.
Okay. Do I get advantage?
No, I think it's flat.
Okay. Oh,
So yeah, there's something tickling at the back of your mind. The word
Use the
chaos
fade.
enters your brain.
Use a fade
wait.
point.
Would
The fade
ancient
point.
lore be applicable?
You could use that instead. Yeah,
Can I? Do I reroll or do I add the
just
number
add the
to the
bonus.
roll?
What would
So
that
it's
change it to?
16 instead of 13.
Oh, it's still a 13?
No, it's 16.
16. Okay, yeah. So as you're looking at it, you remember studying something about temples of chaos, but more specifically, temples of the Dark Dragon.
Okay.
You remember something about a battle between the White Dragon and the Dark Dragon, and the Dark Dragon wishes to unmake the world.
Interesting. I tell everyone else that.
Isn't that similar to
Okay.
what we found at Mavin at some point? Didn't we see a bunch of murals with a bunch of like?
Oh, you're talking about the previous campaign? Yeah, it's the same world.
Oh,
Okay,
that's pretty.
that's so interesting. Okay, damn. All right, that's that far back. Never mind.
That is insane.
Well, you seem to be taking it a lot better than we can, so maybe you want to take the lead. I'll still be with you though, even if we feel a little sick.
Okay. Sounds good.
You
I walk in the room.
Okay, you walk in, and you probably didn't have much in the way of radiant, but if you did, you would not be able to feel it. Same
I
as you, Oreo. As you look around, you can see light, but it's almost like there's no radiance in the light.
do I dare step in this room? I think it's not smart for me.
I'm gonna observe this crystal real quick.
Okay,
I just want to stay nearby just to make sure that if anything goes wrong, I can pull him out of the way. That's pretty much what I'm doing.
okay. You approach the crystal, and you can see it pulsing and emanating this purple light. And inside the crystal, you see what looks like shadows, almost like little people.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's a
So it's like a
soul
soul gem.
gem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the black soul gem.
Yeah. Except there's a ton of them.
That's awful.
You want to step in the room?
Uh, I will, but first, Jeremy, do I get anything out of probably not, but celestial lore here? And I'm thinking specifically in the fact with like a war, because you mentioned the white dragon and the black dragon. Do I get
Yeah, you can make
anything about that
probably a
lore?
religion check.
A religion check? Not celestial, but religion?
Oh, if you have celestial lore, you can do that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you had that.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay, let me see. That's not
Um,
very good.
so you do get the sense that there are two opposing forces that seem to be keeping each other in check: the white dragon and the dark dragon. And you get this sense that the white dragon wishes to preserve the world, and the dark
Hmm.
dragon wishes to unmake it. That to him the world is an abomination and should not exist. But unfortunately,
Okay,
that's all you know.
that's fine. Uh, oh, I don't want to do this. All right,
Give it a shot. Just
I'll
one
step
step
into
in.
the room.
Okay, go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Yeah. Do I have disadvantage on this one again?
Actually, you emptied your stomach, so I think it's just flat.
Cool. Ready for me to dry heave?
Okay, so you notice that Galen collapses on the ground and is now
Oh,
dry heaving.
jeez.
Get me out!
Yeah,
Get me
I
out of
help. I
here!
help him get
Push
out.
through.
Get me out of here. I don't like this.
Yep, I help him get at least back to where he was literally standing.
All
Yeah.
right, so we'll pause that real quick. Back to you, Pico. You hear the sound of vomiting down the hallway. So what do you do?
Right now, I'm just helping Ragu keep an eye on this thing. Haven't heard anybody call for help yet.
Okay. And Ragu, are you doing anything, or just keeping the zombie in check?
I've been having to keep the zombie in check. I'm reinforcing his ropes. I went ahead and did the leg tie so he can shuffle along but can't pull hard, and making sure nothing's gonna fray or come apart.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so
I
back.
can't get into the with him anyway.
Okay, so back to Galen, Oreo, and Devok. So what are you doing?
This room is
Uh,
horrible.
So I'm gonna slowly approach this altar. We're going for it.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna be right there to support you.
Okay, you approach the altar, and that feeling of illness increases as you get closer, and you feel a pain in your chest, Devok. Oreo, you feel like your stomach is going to just crawl its way out of your mouth. So what do
I'm
you do?
gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in this top level, this secondary to the last level, and let Devok do what he's gonna do because I can definitely feel like that's not gonna sit well with me if I go all the way down. So I'm just gonna watch him from there.
Okay. All right. So Devok, what are you doing?
Observing the altar.
Okay, as you look, you see the stone altar, and you can see these faces. And every once in a while, out of the corner of your eye, you can see one of them shift, but it never does it when you're looking directly at it.
Um, I'm gonna step slightly closer.
Okay,
I'm next to it now.
you step closer and go ahead and give me another Constitution save.
Okay.
Regular.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
you that feeling of illness and pain has gone away for some reason, and you approach the altar freely, and you hear a gravelly voice. Swear fealty to me.
Um, is it expecting a response?
It seems to be waiting.
Who are you?
I am that which will unmake the world. This world is an abomination. Help me to unmake it, and we will create a new world, and you will be among its upper echelons.
Yeah.
How do I respond to this?
Uh, don't be mean to it, but you can't say anything nice.
Committing. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
committing to anything.
Are we
It
all
clearly,
hearing the thing talk
No,
to
just
Devok?
just a Devok. It's
Ah,
happening in his head.
Well, you could ask what kind of medical benefits do they provide? Optical, covered attendance?
I'm not gonna ask that. But I thought about it. I'll ask, why would I join you?
If you swear fealty to me, never shall you die as long as you stay within as long as you're close enough to one of my temples. You swear fealty to me, and when the world ends, and it will end, then you will be brought high. Otherwise, you shall perish, and your soul will be forever gone.
What do your temples look like? I wonder if you'll answer that.
Seek out the cult, the gray cult, and join their number. But be warned, they will know of your deceit if you do not truly wish to join.
How would they know?
They will know by my power.
Mm, what is this altar?
The voice has gone silent.
Yeah, he knows you're just trying to grill him.
Hmm. Hmm.
Kind of a compliment, though, that he wants you to join.
I guess so.
Probably sees you as a pretty powerful necromancer, I guess.
Maybe. Or just that I'm approaching it in the first place.
Yeah, probably.
Do I say anything else?
I don't think there's anything to be said. I think he's done talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, now that I've talked to him, I'm just not gonna respond if he's not responding. Then I'm gonna study this altar. Can I roll like ancient history again? Or ancient lore?
Sure.
19.
Okay, so this um, you recognize the altar from, or at least you've seen drawings of it before, um, but it seems to be very old. You get the sense that this place must predate Mavin by quite a bit, um, and you get the sense that those connected to the altar um, have some sort of regenerative ability. And the only way that you know of to get rid of that regenerative ability is to destroy the altar.
Do I know what material it's made out of, or like?
It seems to be made out of stone, although you suspect that it's going to be, reinforced. But you think that normal weapons could possibly destroy it.
Does anyone wanna try and help?
I mean,
Sure.
do we want to
I
do
Can we
that?
will.
destroy it?
I'm gonna attempt something maybe kind of stupid.
Can I back up first?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, do you want to check
please.
the rest of the? There's like a passageway over here too. I don't know if you want to check that before doing anything in this room.
Yeah, and
Doing
don't
this
mess with the
passageway over here?
crystals yet, but
Okay, you see a passage that goes around the bend.
I'm just gonna peek around the bend.
Okay, you see some debris in the corner, and then it continues around another bend.
I'll have Oreo continue from here.
Okay, let me do a quick scout then and see where
Okay,
that goes.
you see the passage continues. You can see a dead end at some sort of collapse. You can see that it goes to the north here. But one thing you're noticing as you kind of peek around the corner is you start to feel cold.
Oh, okay. I know that immediately from what Pico told me, so I'm just gonna backtrack. Yeah, I think that's where to the area that I think you guys must have discovered earlier or something. Not good area. Do not want to get closer.
bef
Um,
sorry.
go. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna move on to something else pretty fast. Yeah, keep doing your thing.
I mean, Devag, you really feel confident that's just what we should do? Just hack at it and see what happens?
I mean, unless Galen has a better idea.
Yeah, so I had a different plan, but before I start doing this, do we know how these crystals interact with the altar and or what will happen to the souls connected to the altar when we destroy it? Do you want to come back and maybe we
You
can combine our head knowledge and
Yeah.
try to think about it?
One thing you do know is that one of the earlier engravings you saw, uh, or sorry, Oreo, you saw that when that guy wrote, and he mentioned seeing a uh, a a figure next to one of the crystals when he tried to take a sample.
Right. Okay. But he didn't do anything necessarily with the crystals themselves. He was trying to get to them, right?
By taking a sample, you would probably take that to mean as trying to, chop off one of the crystals for a sample.
But he didn't. I'm trying to find the text there. He didn't say that he successfully got anything, though, right?
No,
He didn't say that.
Yeah. Okay.
probably didn't get anything.
Um. Well, I mean, do you guys want to try first seeing what happens if we just smash one of the crystals before trying to smash the altar, or do you want to go straight to the altar?
Um.
I
Okay.
think
First, sorry. First, let me Did I already roll ancient lore for the crystals? I think I did, right?
You did for the altar, but you don't think you're going to get anything additional.
For the crystals?
Yeah, because they're clearly connected.
Sure.
Since you already rolled it, you're probably not going to get anything else.
Okay.
Before we do any of this, let's reconnect with the rest of the group so we can talk
Yeah.
about this.
Yep.
Expired.
So my idea was instead of using just regular weapons, I have, as a celestial person, a decent amount of stuff with radiant damage that I feel like might be extra powerful against it, or at least extra helpful.
Did you guys come back out here, or are you still
Yeah,
talking in
yeah.
there?
No, no,
Yeah,
we
we
came
came.
back.
We came back. We're
Okay.
gonna tell you about
So
the
you,
altar and whatnot.
We shared everything that we discovered in the next 2 minutes.
well, if it is stone you're trying to destroy, I do happen to have a few nice little boom cylinders on me that could shatter or destroy rock.
Uh, you might want to be careful blowing up stuff in a cave.
Well, for what it's worth, it isn't really a cave. These are man-made tunnels.
That's
And it
fair.
is only a 10-foot radius explosion. It's not like we're going to be bringing down the whole.
No, but there's a bunch of pillars around the area,
Yeah,
so
I
if you
don't,
knock any of those, then it might be dangerous in that general area.
Yeah, I'm not an
All right.
architect, but some of them might be load bearing.
Wait a
How
second. I'm
dangerous is
having
this
an idea.
room?
Wait a
It's pretty
second. I'm having
horrible.
an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this zombie guy and pull him over here and throw him in the box and shut it and lock it. Now I do not have to worry about zombie babysitting duty. I would like to go take a peek to see what kind of energy is coming off.
Okay. You can just squeeze your way around it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right. You
I'm
see.
not going too far. I'm just looking.
Okay. As you approach, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution save.
Coming up.
And
Oh
Oreo, you
boy.
come around to see Ragu is basically on his knees, vomiting. As
Holy
Ragu,
crap.
your stomach twists in knots, and you feel like it's about to come out your throat.
Yeah, I do the same thing
Um,
as I did
I
with
was gonna
Galen. Pat
say,
him on the back.
yeah,
Just say it's all
yeah.
right.
All right. This nasty, horrible, evil, disgusting energy. Is it truly necrotic?
It has components of necrotic, but it's definitely something else, something even darker.
All right. Can I try an arcana that when I'm done puking?
Sure.
Just the sense and feeling.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you get the sense that this energy is coming from a fragment of the Chaos Dragon himself, and this is
Oh
why
boy.
it has such a effect on everybody because it is very alien to the world. It's almost like the opposite of the world.
Okay, like true Cthulhu type
Yeah.
horror. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I have been seeing good enough there. Uh, I go ahead and share that. I believe that this is not just a necrotic, but true eldritch horror of the Chaos Dragon itself.
Hmm. Even with that, I'd still kind of want to see how it reacts to radiant power.
Radiant?
So I would like to cast one of my radiant spells. I'll start with a cantrip so that I don't start some weird chain reaction. But if we want to
Actually,
mess
that
with
is
the
a good
crystals
idea.
first, maybe we can do that. I just wanted to throw it by the group before we did anything. Also, Pico, I'll tell you that as well.
So you want someone to at least check the
Tell me
one?
what?
Sorry.
So this place is horrible, and I want to see how it reacts to radiant power.
And I
Before
think I have
you
another
do,
experiment to go with you. Go ahead.
before any experimenting happens, let me take a look here real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Interesting. All right.
And like I mentioned before, these are all different levels. The highest level, and then lower, and then finally lower than that. You see the crystals on that surround the room, and there are 10 of them. And the pillars go from floor to ceiling. And so, obviously, if you're going to shoot anything at the altar, you'd need line of sight. And like I mentioned before, this light it's light in the sense that you can see, but there's no radiance in the light.
Well,
Okay,
I'm going to go
then.
ahead and cast Minor Illusion a few times and just kind of get the feel for generating a visual representation of this altar and really the whole room in general.
Okay. Yep. You cast your minor illusions and it works fine.
All right, so yeah, I'm just doing it a few times, just making sure I've got this kind of properly cemented in my mind.
You do notice though that every minor illusion you cast, the heads on the altar are in a different configuration.
Mm-hmm. Just fine. It's interesting.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
is a little farther beyond our current reality we reside in.
So you were saying, Galen, that if you wanted to hit anything with the altar, you still wanted to get a test of one of the crystals. Like, do you want that done now before you do anything? So I can just go to one of the crystals and try and hack a piece off.
I would hesitate to say hack a piece off because that dude tried it and clearly had some problems. But what I'm
Okay.
worried about is I'm going to cast a radiant spell, and these crystals are clearly powering the altar in some way, and I'm worried that they'll act like a defense mechanism, and the second I throw some radiant in there, it's gonna do something
Why
crazy.
don't you try the radiant on one of the crystals then?
Okay, so why don't, yeah,
Do we believe do we believe that breaking just one of the crystals can start a chain reaction to shut the whole thing down,
I have
or
no
that the
clue.
We
crystals
have,
might be keeping the altar secure so it
This is all
does not
just a
damage?
hunch. I don't think
correct.
we know anything about anything
Right.
in this
I
room.
All
agree.
right.
But he's the only one with radiant damage as far as I know, so might as well take advantage of that. So
Yeah,
go for it.
and I'll start with
And
cantrips so that I'm not doing anything too insane that's gonna
okay,
like
yeah.
really
Okay,
piss
Start the
so
something off.
cantrip.
so one thing you notice is that you go to cast a cantrip, and you cast it, everything goes normal, but as soon as the radiant energy crosses the threshold, it dissipates.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I have something else that might be interesting. Um,
Okay.
Oreo, do you have any darts, and how good is your aim feeling? Or maybe an arrow, how good is your aim feeling?
What is it you're trying to do?
I'm thinking if you stand back here with me, and after I tell you, be firing an arrow to see if you can crack or fracture one of the crystals at distance.
Well, I do
I
happen to have an alchemist fire arrow with me, so I don't know if that
I
automatically
don't know
goes
if
off
you
at impact.
I don't know if you necessarily want to use that right away, or if you want to try with a standard arrow, and then we can work our way up. But I have an idea.
one thing I would
Necrotic energy is what is filling this room. That might be what is snuffing out your radiant energy, but I do have a little trick I know with necrotic energy.
that's cool. I'm worried that if we shatter one of these crystals, all the souls will be let out of it and they will not be happy.
But how many souls are there? One soul
Uh,
per crystal?
no,
No,
I
there's
think it's
multiple
like a
souls, I
several
think.
hundred.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, well, would you like to try attacking the altar first, or
I
continue with the crystal?
I don't know. That's why I grabbed the group. But like I said, since the dude literally said on the wall, I tried to mess with the crystals and then bad stuff
Okay, so
happened.
yeah.
I'm very hesitant to mess with the crystals.
Yeah.
All right. Oreo, would you like to try the same experiment to see if we can be damaging that altar down here?
Well, we already know from what Devok had investigated that common weapons could certainly start hacking at it. So we know that's an option. It's
But it's
just
not going to
that
just form itself back together.
Either form itself back together or it would trip some defense mechanism.
that too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Is we might need to find some cancellation.
Yeah, I'm not sure we have that cancellation. This thing is not of our world.
Is this the only entrance or exit?
Well, there's the other pathway on the other end that I kind of point you to, so you can see the other pathway. But that one goes directly to the area that I think Pico was referring to as the tombs, where that we should not be touching. It literally
Hey,
goes to that area, and there's a dead end at the other end.
Hmm. Do you want to go further into this horrible room with me, Pico, and maybe see if we can find a way to
Pico's
complete this
not
simulacra?
around. He retreated to the previous room.
Oh,
can I try one more experiment? I want to see if it's radiant specific or if I throw like a firebolt at like the ground, does that get absorbed too?
No, you throw a fireball at the ground and it hits and it does its normal thing.
Hmm, that's bad.
all right. Would you like to try something different? Remember, there was a threshold right here of
Mm-hmm.
where you're radiant. Step inside and try
True.
again.
Very true.
Uh,
It might
But
okay.
be
it's
a
radiant damage though, so it's still,
yeah,
yeah, it shouldn't
but it
be,
might
yeah.
be it might be just like a plane barrier instead of a field of dampening.
And I'll be right here, so if something happens, I'll just pull
Yeah.
you out.
I step into the room. I don't think I have anything to help me with to
No, just
help me.
do the same cantrip, the radiant cantrip.
Well,
Yeah.
We're just
well.
talking about something simple.
So for the
No,
first thing I'm going to have you do is Galen and Ragu make Constitution saves.
that's what I was talking about, Oreo. I'm not sure
Okay,
if I have anything to help with
again, I
my
had just made
Constitution
one and
save.
failed it, but no, sure.
Yeah, you re-entered the room. So Ragu actually makes it. So Ragu, your stomach is still twisting, but you're not throwing up. You
Okay.
feel ill though, and you
Uh,
notice that Galen is dry heaving again.
oh, I hate
Okay,
this room. I hate this room so
I
much.
kind of gently pat him on the back. Do I have something that can help him? I have my herbalism kit with some herbs. Maybe, if you chew on some mint, it might help your
I
stomach
don't think this is like a
settle.
physical thing.
Okay.
That's why I wouldn't use like my healer's kit or something like that. I was trying to look for. I wish I had protection from good and evil or something like that, but
Oh.
Where's Galen?
that doesn't really
I think
work.
he's
He,
underneath
I'm
Oreo.
right
yeah.
here. Sorry, I'm
He
still
Oh,
here.
retreated again.
Pico.
oh,
Well, so trying to figure out how we can possibly damage this stuff. Do you
Well,
think maybe you want to help me see if we can permanently blockade that side from access? Because if we cannot be stopping anything here, the least we can be doing is making sure it cannot be gotten into. Maybe.
I think that's probably smart. We can certainly the scary part is all of this room is very easily damageable.
Actually, curiosity. Any of the walls, are there any writings, anything in here?
Actually, as you start looking, you do see a few writings. They appear to be in abyssal.
I point that out to the team. If anybody happens to know Abyssal, maybe this might be part of the answer.
Roslyn, you know
Uh,
Abyssal? Or Devok, do you know
I
Abyssal?
do. I do know Abyssal.
You
I
want to
point
read
you to
that?
the area, yeah.
Yes.
So Oreo, I guess I'll have you make another. Did you make a Constitution save yet?
I did one at the beginning, and
Okay,
then
if you made it already, then you're okay. Devok, you did you make it yet?
Um, do I have to roll again?
Oh no, yeah, you made it. You got that critical hit. I mean the
Yeah.
20. Okay. Anyway, Devok, you enter, and it basically it's kind of broken. It feels like an ancient version of Abyssal. You know, kind of like in modern languages, you'll have the old version of the
Like
language, and you
Latin.
have the. This feels like a very prototypical early version of the language. But from what you're able to get out of it, it seems to indicate that um, that the altar is the connection of the chaos god, or sorry, the chaos dragon, with this world, and through which his power can flow. Um, and you see some calls to action for those who serve those who serve chaos to protect the altar itself at all costs.
This is the only altar?
You're getting the impression it's not, um, but it only affects a limited area.
Okay.
So obviously, less altars in the world means reduced influence.
Yeah.
Dare I say we just go for it? Just start
Oh, she's
smacking this
gone.
thing.
I agree.
Ragu, wanna do a duo combo here and go down at it?
Okay. Well, what were you going to be?
I'm gonna hack at it with the fancy weapons I've got.
Ah. Well, I do believe I recall you having something very special against rocks and metal.
I can certainly try that with one of the attacks. I have a lot of fancy tools. I'll go ahead and use all of them.
Okay.
Okay, so
Actually, as we get up to this altar, the heads and faces,
yeah,
did any of them have any open mouths?
yeah, some would,
All
but it's
right.
just, but
Like,
it doesn't keep going. It's just kind of like, you look inside and you see this kind of cavity.
Right. It's not.
okay.
Yeah. It still looks
Well, I
like
don't
it's a.
expect it to go deep down. It's gonna be, yeah, just a cavity. But all right. Does this go all the way down to the floor, or is there something under the altar? Does
They
it have any nooks and crannies on the side?
Sure. So you look around the altar. It seems to be on the ground, and you can see that the ground around where the altar is cracked a little, and you can see these kind of extrusions at the bottom, almost like there's a whole bunch of roots that are digging into the ground beneath.
Can I actually, now that you mentioned that, can I check for traps in the general area?
Yep. Go ahead.
Is that a perception check?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And since I've dungeoned over, I'm doing an advantage.
Okay. There are no traps around that you would recognize.
Okay. Well, Ragu,
I'm
you good? Want to put yourself in a good spot? And I look back at the team. Is everybody sure that's the
I think
plan?
I
Yeah.
think we can deal with the roots. Remember how you take out the tree stump? I pull out my crowbar and I try and get it into some of the cracked stone right at the corner of where the altar meets the ground to see if I can kind of pull up a little chunk and see what's going on underneath with some of them roots.
As you go to pull, you hear a crack, but there you do not see any stone actually fall off, though. But once you hear that crack, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yep.
Just wanted to
Well, I
hack at it,
suppose
man.
I suppose that would have been the same as hacking at it. I was trying to go for the
What?
floor next to the altar to try and dig up underneath it, so I wasn't actually hitting the altar itself.
Well, you're hitting at you're basically at the stone roots are basically part of the altar.
Ah,
In an attempt to help in this fight, Jeremy, did I ever get the my familiar yet? My little sprite thing?
I don't remember making one. But if you got it, you should have it. So, oh wait, do you have to cast it? How does that work?
I
it's
thought
still a casting.
I thought I just had it, and then
No,
I
That would have been
never
an
it
hour
had a
to
tried.
cast for the
spell.
first time, but since he
Yeah,
Oh,
would
for the
have
first
been
time.
being granted that or learning about it as third level of warlock, it seems
then
like it
he
would
would
have been
have
reasonable he
cast
would
it
have
at it.
created it.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So I'll go ahead and give you control over this thing. Um,
And Tyler, we had decided on a sprite, right? Or was it some other?
I thought that
weird
was what you had liked the
Well,
idea of.
angel thing.
you had like the idea of a sprite, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
perfect.
I was actually trying to suggest the tome because it gave you spells from every possible school of magic, but the
The
sprite could be
what? The
helpful too.
tome?
Yeah, because it was the blade,
It's a bit
the
late for that
chain, and the
now. You
yeah,
can't
it
put a
is,
Yeah.
it
tome
is,
as
it
a
is.
familiar.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. But yeah, you would like the sprite. I didn't have any particular, pick.
Yeah, let me go. I'm just gonna set it up for you real quick,
Yeah,
and then we can go forward.
sure. I'll just say that it was a sprite then, if that's what
Okay,
I
there it
wanted.
is.
And believe it or not, you can actually change it from a sprite to whatever else just by recasting Find Familiar. It costs 10
Okay.
gold to do it, but you can do it.
All right, and then what else? I wanted to give you control. What am I missing? Control. Oh, I have to do it at the creature. Okay. Here we go. Galen. Perfect. And then I can set you select a token. And then I guess I can give the token health and stuff like that. Um, does your familiar start with um, sorry, does your familiar start with normal hit points, or is it like one hit point, or how does that work? Is it any different than normal
Uh,
familiars?
pretty sure it's the same
No,
thing as a normal familiar.
it has, hold on a second. It actually has the thing here.
The sprite has a D4 hit points, so it's basically the average of 2.
Okay.
Also, Tyler, I'm not seeing anywhere that I could have gotten something called the tome.
Yeah, it's pack to the blade, pack to the chain, pack to the tome. It's right below pack to the
Oh,
chain.
oh, it would have been. Wait, what? Because it says you
When
can
you
only have imp, pseudo dragon, quasar, sprite.
No, the Pact of the Tome was if when you were leveling up,
Oh,
if you'd gone with Pact of the Tome, that would have given you more spells. But since you went Pact of the Chain, you're dealing with familiar. So the Tome thing means nothing. That's why I was trying to shoot that
got
down. It
it.
doesn't matter now.
Got it. Yeah, that's relevant.
Why can't I? I don't understand why I can't see its stats. There it is. So come
I was gonna
on.
say I was just trying to pull up its stat block to tell you, but if you got it, you're good.
I think I.
Yeah. So it's right there. All right. So it's AC. Looks like it's 15,
Yeah,
and
two
it
hit
has
points,
2 hit points.
speed of 10, fly of 40.
You can turn
So
invisible at will and
essentially
There it
speed.
40
goes.
Yeah.
Now it's
speed.
working. All right. So you should be able to use your the token just like you do. You should be able to move it around. Um, if you shift on, if you hold shift and double click on it, it should bring up its character sheet, which is
Okay.
the middle tab, and you can see all its things and do its attacks by clicking and all that. Normal familiars can't attack. Can warlock familiars attack?
They
The
can,
Pact of the
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, mine can.
Yours can or can't?
They
It
can.
can,
Okay.
yeah. With
Positive.
that Pact of the Chain, you can spend your action to have the familiar attack as a
I
Okay.
probably
reaction.
I probably won't do it too much, but oh yeah, as a reaction, I think, because I got the investment thing.
Yeah,
So as a bonus
so the
action.
familiar can move on its turn, and it can do its own actions on its turn, which in this case is not going to count for attacking. But you can do the invisibility and stuff. On your turn, you can tell it to attack, so it attacks on your turn
Yeah,
as a reaction.
yes, exactly. Or
Okay.
actually, I think it specifies as a bonus action, but yes.
You have to have you have to have investment of the chain master for that.
I have that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Fair enough. So what you see is Ragu attempts to pry out some of the what look like stone roots attaching the altar into the ground. And as soon as he does that, you see from the crystals 4 shadows appear. Um, and you'll notice that I actually put health bars next to the crystals and the altar. Um, So at this point in time, Ragu, what are you going to do?
Okay. Did I actually get a chunk out or something by the
Just a
roots when I
small,
heard the
just a
crack?
crack. You just heard the crack.
Like just a little crack, like a
Yeah,
little hole big enough to stick my hand in,
that's
maybe?
right. Just a little crack.
All right. This is going to suck for everybody, including me, but I'm gonna do it anyway. As I reach into my bag, I look up at Oreo and Devok and say, "Run now!" I pull out of my bag one fire cylinder and my it's the only thing I've got on me. Damn it! Somebody else has got one though. My black translator cube for the crystal critters. And I cram them both into the crack underneath the altar.
Okay.
And I need to somehow hold my action for everybody else to get away before I blow it and run. Is that a
Well, the problem is
hold action?
if you do a hold action, you can move or you can do an action or move. You can't do both.
All right. If I hold action, can I do an action and bonus action?
No, it's just an action.
All right.
They made it restricted so that people weren't shuffling their turns around all the time.
Okay. Then well, what is it to activate the fire cylinder? Is it just like a button press or something?
Yeah, it's basically a button. You press something and then you throw it. So yeah, it's an attack though, so we've been taking it as an action.
Okay. Because I would either button press and run away or button press and misty step if I could only bonus action and not move.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you
I
can
need to
certainly, if you're taking your normal action, your normal turn, you can certainly do your, put the thing in there, press it, and then you still have your movement. You just can't do that as a held action.
Okay. But if I do it as a normal action, Oreo and Devok are still in the way, so I am going to have to stuff those things under there and then take a defensive stance, as I told Oreo and Devok to run.
What's the damage off of that thing? Just to just to get an idea.
Do you remember when we were in the Crystal Critter
I know what
Cave
you're talking about.
and
What's
I
the
threw a
damage for
hand
it?
grenade? Oh, well, yeah, we don't know, but it was big.
Okay.
Because I threw a hand grenade down the one thing and it accidentally detonated the Crystal Critter translator box, and it made this big, huge explosion that shook the whole cavern.
All right,
I'm
fair enough.
recreating that.
Alrighty, so that's your turn.
That'll have to be my turn. And be defensive until Oreo and Devok get out.
Okay, fair enough.
This is gonna hurt.
All right, Oreo, what are you gonna do?
I still don't trust the idea of leaving completely the room out, so I'm just gonna be right here. Wait until Devok is completely, hopefully goes around me, but I'm gonna fight the one that's in front of me here.
Okay.
Sorry, just changing the sheet.
That is a hit.
Okay, so this thing is gonna do first this, then Pico, can you roll one Eldritch Blast?
For what?
Because
yeah. Oh, I thought
I
you
said I was
snatched
gonna, yeah, I snatched them into the daggers, and that's what I'm using right now.
Okay, yeah.
She's just asking you to roll it for her.
Damage.
Just roll damage, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Let's see. Okay, so we'll ignore that roll. There's damage.
Okay, another 8 points.
And then I'll do offhand.
That hits as well.
And then roll that one again too, please, Pico.
All right. I'm just gonna try clicking the link again. Okay, so that looks like I did 5.
And Eldritch Blast is force?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And I will stay there. As a matter of fact, I'll probably go this way just to give Devok a better clearing of the area to get around, but that's what I'll be.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Galen. Yeah, I don't know why you're not lighting up, but it's your turn. You saw Oreo attack one of the shadows that appeared. You see Ragu is doing something at the altar, and he has told everybody to run. What are you gonna do?
Um, I think for now, I'm gonna shoot. I guess I can't use any of my radiant spells. I guess I just shoot it with, I'll shoot the shadow that Oreo had hit, this one, Shadow 4, with a firebolt.
Okay. Let me double check. Do do do. Okay, it is resistant to fire, so it will take half damage, but it does hit.
Hmm,
All right, so 2 points.
bad roll.
Is that the end of your turn?
No, I'm gonna have as a bonus action. Can't really see. I think there's a shadow thing down here too.
You
I'm gonna
don't see
have,
you don't see one down there.
no, but my sprite would, which is who I'm gonna have
Oh,
attack
you
as
see a
my
health
bonus.
bar, but that's for the crystal.
Oh, okay. Then I'll have my sprite shoot Shadow 4 with the short bow thing.
Okay. You should be able to use her like your own character sheet. So if you shift and double click on her, you go to character, and you should just be able to click on the ability.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Does
sorry.
she get two? Wait, how many attacks does
Mm,
she get?
It doesn't, I didn't mean to do that. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
think it was
So is
two
it just the
points.
first one?
Just the first one, and I don't know how to turn off or on advantage.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, she
that's
doesn't have
also,
advantage now, but that's fine. I'll fix that
yeah.
later. It's okay. But their AC is only 11, so that does hit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's normal for the animal critter thingy. So just if you don't have advantage, just take the first roll.
Okay, cool. So it
Just click on
now,
attack.
yeah, I mean, it only does one damage, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It always does one damage, but the cool part is, I believe, I don't know if the shadow would have to do this. It says that it can poison them. I don't know if
Oh,
the
let me
shadows
see
take
if
damage
I'm
from
pretty
poison.
sure they're immune to poison, but I'll double check just in case.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yep, it is a damage immunity, so it doesn't. It maybe it gets poisoned, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
Hmm.
Alrighty.
although wait a minute. Like okay, I guess we'd have to. 'Cause I know there's being poison or taking poison damage and being poisoned. Um, the poison effect on this thing doesn't actually cause damage, but it could cause, I think, what is a disadvantage for being poisoned?
It does,
And
it
if the
does,
rolls,
it does cause damage, but it also has a slight
But here's
possibility
the
of.
thing, though. It has damage immunity to poison, and it has condition immunity to poison.
that's
Yeah,
what I was looking for. Okay, then in that case, we don't need to worry about it.
yeah.
All right. So one of these spirits glides forward and glides right up to you, Galen. And there's something it looks your direction. You get this sense, this intense feeling of hatred.
Cool.
And at this point in time, it is. Yep. So Galen? What you need to do is give me a DC 13 Charisma saving throw.
Okay. Hey,
You make it, but you get the impression that had you failed, the shadow would have possessed you.
okay. That's awful.
All right. What's their movement again? 40. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. A shadow glides forward in order to, and then he attempts to touch Ragu. But with a 14,
That's
Ragu, you're able
actually
to.
a 6.
No, it was actually a 14. They
Uh,
have the
no, I
damage.
took the dodge action because I couldn't do anything else. I could push the
Oh,
button.
okay. In that
So
case, it
that
is the
means all
6.
attacks are at disadvantage. Yeah.
Yep. In that case, yeah, it definitely did not hit you. All right, Pico, you can see the shadow attempt to possess Galen. You can see the other shadows attacking, but Shadow 4 is damaged. What are you going to do?
Well, first thing, I'm going to go ahead and have the wolves pile in and start attacking the closest two shadows.
Okay, let me check their movement. It is 40. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. So it's just going to pile in. It doesn't have enough movement to attack, but they're going to basically get ready. All right. What are you doing, Pico?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and peek around the corner, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and fire Eldritch Blast at the this first closest crystal that I can see.
Okay, go for it. And that hits the crystal and appears to damage it. Go ahead and roll
All right.
damage. It damaged it slightly.
All right. I am also going to fire the other Eldritch Blast at it.
And, okay, again. All right, so yeah, it does appear that your Eldritch Blasts are damaging it, and you should see the health bar changing.
Yep, I did see that. And then I'm, of course, getting a little bit more back in the doorway there. And I think that is... yeah, it's probably about it.
Okay, so
Actually, no, I'm gonna. I don't know if it's gonna work. Wait a minute, let me see something here.
so there's someone currently on that space, so you got to end up somewhere else. You got to be in your own hex at the end of the turn, or at the end of your turn.
Well, this is the hex I started in.
No, you started further back because Galen is there.
Um. Well, that's definitely going to be a problem. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and turn into a brown bear and charge into the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just park myself here, I guess.
Well, go ahead and replace yourself with the bear.
Oh.
I'll go ahead and just move you out of the way real quick. And then we'll get the bear in there.
There.
Oh, geez, that bear's going to cover everything.
All right, here's good enough, I suppose.
Okay. That's the end of your turn? Pico?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, Devok, you saw Pico attack one of the crystals and then turn into a bear. What are you going to do?
I move back, and then I will shoot Shadow 4 with Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. That hits. And that hits as well. All right, and Shadow 4, you hear this screech as it fades. Is that the end of your turn?
I did say
Yeah.
run. I just didn't know if anybody heard me at the beginning.
Oh, run from where?
Well, too late now. Devok, is that the end of your turn?
Can I finish my movement I started earlier?
Yeah, of course. You can use all your movement.
Where do you want me to be?
He wants all of us
I'd
to be
say-
out of the room. He was gonna bomb the place up with something he's got in his arsenal.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah, it's just the rounds take it a lot longer than it was in real time, so I was just reminding you that I had to just
I moved there then. Yeah.
All right. The wolf is there, and you wind up having to be in your own hex.
There's no wolf behind me though, or
That's
there's
what I meant.
Yeah, it's right
yeah.
there.
Oh,
They all ran in to get attacked, but they ran out of movement and couldn't actually attack. But you can go up there instead if you want.
Sure.
That's closer to the altar, not further away.
Oh, specifically for the altar, not the room? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm blowing up the altar.
What about here? Can you be behind the pillar-ish area
Yeah.
here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll
Well,
work.
now I'm inside of it.
We'll just do that. So
I can't see anything.
there. Can
There
you
we
see
go.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Shadow 1 is going to glide over and attack Ragu with advantage.
Which
And
isn't.
he is going to try his Withering Touch with a 22, which would normally hit. Doesn't hit.
He
He's still got a
doesn't have
dodge.
advantage
Yeah.
because of the dodge. Which
Oh,
means
he has
still hit.
advantage because of the flanking. Your dodge gives him disadvantage. That cancels out, so it's still 22.
Oh, okay. In that case, I am 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. If I shield, will that block that? Yeah.
If it gets you to a 23 or higher.
No, no, it doesn't. I'm gonna get hit no matter what.
Okay, fair enough. So as he touches you, you can feel your life force being drained for 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
All right, beginning of round 2. So one thing you notice is you notice that there are spirits that seem to be appearing out of the crystals. And so I'm going to roll initiative for them. And descending. All right. And I guess one of them has a 7. So he'll move. He'll probably head this direction. All right, Ragu, you notice that some of the crystals or spirits or basically were summoned out of the crystals. So what are you going to do?
I'm still gonna blow the central altar. I hope everybody's far enough back. Take one attack to hit the button, and I'm gonna have to run.
Okay, so you do that. Go ahead and do your movement.
Okay, I'm gonna have to squeeze in right here. Well, Devakia's closer. Oreo's more clear though.
Okay, so
So
this explosion happens.
yeah.
With anything within what was it? Anything within 5 hexes will take 55 points of damage unless you can make a dex saving throw, in which case you take half.
Is there any benefit to having a pillar blocking the view?
Yeah,
Um,
Tavok's got a pillar, and I'm in the way with.
Okay, that's fair enough. I will say that the pillar will probably block half that damage on its own, so you can make your dex save for the other half.
What's the save?
15.
So I'm doing evasion to do half anyway.
Right.
Okay. All right. So if you made the save, then you take was that 22 damage. Pico, because you're behind a pillar, that would be 11 damage if you made your save. Otherwise,
I did.
you take 55 damage. And let me go ahead, and that kills this guy. That kills that guy. That kills that guy. 1, 2,
Do I
3,
take damage?
4. Are the crystals within 5 hex?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Am I far enough away to not take damage?
No, you failed, so you're gonna take 11 damage.
Oh, okay. I thought I was about to die.
Wait,
That's
so
why I
if
said
I'm
everybody get out
behind,
of the room, and everybody didn't trust me and said I want to stay close.
So if
is
you're behind a pillar, then you take half damage.
am I considered still behind the pillar though? Because so evasion is already gonna half, even if I fail. But does that mean that I still get even another half because I'm behind a pillar?
Yeah,
So what's the other half of 22? 11?
11. Yeah.
Okay.
See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So one thing. Okay,
And the
so
crystals are all within 5x of
they are.
the
And what
awesome.
you've noticed is that the crystals seem to have shattered, but but one thing you notice is that you can see these little nubs growing in. Um, at the rate of growth, you suspect they basically grow 5 hit points around. However, all of these shadows are no longer, or all the shadows have been destroyed. You suspect that the number of shadows that can be active is connected to the number of crystals that have a certain amount of hit points. So that's the end of your turn. I hope everybody took their damage.
Yep.
The one, two,
Sorry.
three. The sprite is dead. The wolf
Can I
is
yell
dead.
something as a? Oh, sorry.
The wolf is dead, and the wolf is dead. All right, Oreo. What are you gonna do?
Gonna go right up to the thing and hack at it.
Go for it.
Um,
All
Hello.
right, you managed to chip it. Go ahead and roll damage for another 9 points, and
you're gonna go ahead.
you
Uh
can
huh.
see its health bar, so you can get an idea. But you can tell it's starting to break apart.
I want to use the second hit with my bonus action to use the one that has double damage against automata or golems, I believe. I just don't know what effect it could do. So even
Constructs.
if, well, no, it says specifically automata and golems. That's the
Yeah, this is
description.
not an automata or a golem.
Right. So okay. So if that's the case, then I'm just gonna use my regular then, because I didn't know exactly what the.
Okay, that hits for another 8 points. And this
And
thing
I'm
does
gonna.
have AC, just so you know. Its AC is 15, and that represents basically damage resistance in this case. Obviously, you're hitting it if you fail it, but if you can't meet that AC, that means you didn't hit hard enough to do any damage. But
Got it.
Oreo, you succeeded. Is that the end
Yeah,
of your
I see.
turn?
Yep, I stay put.
All right, Galen, there's this explosion that you managed to be just out of range of, but the
Yeah.
altar is still there. What are you going to do?
I still kind of don't want to enter the room. I've been having bad things. Should I heal now, guys, or continue to damage?
You've got little bit of time. I'd recommend doing damage first. Just heal up in about 20 seconds.
Okay, I was mainly talking about healing you guys since I'm fine. I didn't get bombed.
If you see anybody in horrible shape, sure, but we'd probably be better served destroying that altar.
Cool. Okay, so I'll start dealing damage on the altar.
Okay, what are you going to do?
I Do I know if the altar is affected by magic damage or like more physical damage?
You know it has taken physical damage. You haven't seen anybody cast magic, so you don't know.
Then I'll start with a cantrip. I'll firebolt the altar.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Well, actually,
Probably
Galen would have seen me fire Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay. In that case, then you do know magic works.
magic works. Okay. Then I'm gonna move my. I don't know where my sprite ran off to.
Your sprite's dead.
Oh,
He was
cool.
in the room,
Oh
and
yeah, he got bombed. Yeah,
yeah.
neat. All right, then I'll just
Sorry.
firebolt it. No, you're fine. I'll bring him back as something.
Okay, that hits. All right, you do 8 points of damage to it. Is that the end of your turn?
For now, yeah. Or yeah.
Oh, Ragu, I should ask, where's Char?
Char was back here in this whatever it is room where Pico was staying at,
Okay,
and
fair
I never
enough. Just
actually brought
checking.
him forward to battle.
All right, Pico, what are you going to do?
All right, well, if the crystals are down, oh, well, okay. I am just going to go ahead and just start thrashing at this altar.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and make a joke about flanking for advantage. Well, I guess I'll start with a bite.
Okay, that hits for 10 points. And the second you go to claw it, and your claws basically scratch across the top, but don't do any actual damage.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Actually, no. I'm going to go ahead and move back here just in the offbeat chance that this thing goes nova when it gets damaged enough.
Fair enough. All right, Davak, you can see that the altar is almost shattered now. It's about 1/10 of its base integrity. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna move back here. Should I shoot it from here or should I keep moving? What do you
Shoot
think?
it.
Okay. I just don't want you guys to like die from an explosion.
I'll evade again.
And you hit.
And we're doing it. Oh boy.
Yep, both times. Okay, 5 points and 9 points, and you notice that the altar it cracks and breaks, shattering. You hear the screams of what sounds like 1,000 people, nearly deafening you, and this shock wave is emitted. Oreo, make a dex save.
Ooh.
And Oreo is slammed into the wall next to Pico. And
Can I make a reaction to catch her so she doesn't get hurt?
I was gonna say a
Right
funnier
now.
one. Why don't? Well, I was gonna say something funnier. Couldn't just? There's a big brown pillow in the way right now. Just smash it to him.
Pico, do you want to try to catch her? Okay, go ahead and I guess acrobatics or athletics check.
Let's see. Oh, actually, hold on. I got to bring up my regular character sheet for that.
I only said it because you literally pointed in that direction, and I was like, okay, the big pillow, great.
All right. Well, as acrobatics, since I'm trying to kind of to interpose myself in the way, can I go ahead and use the tumbling?
Okay.
Oh God, you're gonna kick me back.
Yeah. So you managed to essentially interpose yourself between her and the wall. You reduce the amount of damage she took. However, it's like a cannonball hitting you, so you take part of that damage. So both of you take 3 points of damage. That would have been 4d6 had he not done that.
Oh God. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
It's just like that one panda that was rolling in that
Exactly.
zoo.
I was scared you were gonna just kick me back into the thing. I was like, no, don't tumble me back.
So
Alright.
No, the tumble was just for me to go ahead and kind of roll into the path.
all right. So now that the altar is broken into pieces, you can see the ceiling. The pillars in this room are cracking, and parts of the ceiling are falling down. What are you gonna do?
Time to go this way. Run.
I'm scooping up Oreo and loping my way out of the room.
Okay.
All
Very
right.
fast observation. This broken altar here. Is there anything specific in it? Is there like a seed, a chunk of chaos monster guy, or?
It looks like a pile of
That-
stone.
All right.
But you only have a split second unless you want to make start making saves.
All right. Well, I will take the second because I don't want this thing to grow back, and then I will be ready to get out in a reaction.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dex save then.
All right, deck save or observation? Some sort.
Oh, actually both.
Okay.
Perception and a dex save.
There's
Okay,
that.
as far as the observation goes, you don't see any energy left. Once it was destroyed, it's like whatever was there, it became just regular stone. Now go
I
ahead and
just
do your...
didn't need nothing.
Yeah, didn't leave
Save.
anything behind. Unfortunately,
Can I change that 4 to an 11? Would that
What
help?
for?
Or sorry, the 7 to an 11. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, arcane deflection. Sure, fair enough. So I'll give you half damage as you jump out of the way as part of the ceiling collapses on you. So you take 19 points as large chunk of rock hits you in the back on your way out.
Okay, and yeah, and then I'm getting no.
And I don't have a change for the map, but basically this room collapses, which means that this hallway and everything else is still there, but you cannot go back into this room.
Okay, we don't want to.
Do we hear like in general how the rest of the like area is like is it stable, or does it sound like it's a ripple effect, like things are starting to break
You
as
get the sense that for whatever reason, the destruction only happened in that room.
okay.
Mentally to
Sorry,
Devok,
fellas.
how is your zombie now? And I go ahead
How
and
is my
tap
zombie?
on the
It's just a
chest from
regular
having
zombie
coffee.
now. It's
It's
just a
just a
regular
regular
zombie.
zombie. So we can keep him. But he has no
Okay.
hands.
Yeah, I did kind of cut his arms off. I'm sorry. At the time,
Maybe
it was
wait.
important.
Can we stitch some on from the other guy? Didn't we kill two of them?
No, you only killed one.
Yeah, we
Oh,
let
that's
the other
right. The other
Well,
two
man.
pass.
I forgot.
do we
Ragu,
really
well,
need to keep him? You can
take
tell him just to stand here and attack anybody who comes by, just as an annoyance for people who want to come back to the altar.
I want to make him more useful than that, though, because he'd last, like, as long as I want him to last. So,
And he can still bite and stuff like that. Just because he's not
yeah.
all in full humanoid form doesn't mean he's suddenly helpless.
Well,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
just
there is the idea that you can keep him as a one of those like clowns that pop from one of those boxes, put him in the chest because people think that there's weapons in there still.
Yeah, but I want to take him and have him join the rest of my crew.
Ah, never mind. Then ignore me.
Yeah, after all, Devok is a big believer in reasonable accommodation for the disabled.
And
Exactly.
Galen, just so you know, you saw the zombie's arms getting cut off. Um, yeah, it's probably fairly clear to you by now that it is undead.
yeah.
However, I would like
Is
to
that a
point
problem,
out
though?
session
For
0.
if yeah, for me, undead is not really a thing
Um,
that I'm
I was gonna
morally
say,
super concerned about.
Yeah,
all
he
right.
doesn't believe in the concept of undead.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, if he
just,
doesn't care, then that's fine. I was just bringing it to his
Yeah, yeah.
attention that he definitely knows about it.
Yeah,
it
no,
was just
my
kidding, but I don't know if that's actually a joke.
no, I think to a certain extent my character believes that you are just healing people that I cannot heal. And then
Yeah.
also, like, I'm technically a warlock, which is also illegal, so I'm not sure if I really actually care about the legality of things. I care mostly about the moral stance of you as the operator, and since you're my friend, I don't really care that you've just got some minion. Hell, I have a familiar that I command, so like, what's the difference?
Okay.
Your familiar just used to be a person.
Mentally to
Yeah, it's
Galen,
funny.
you warlock criminal scum.
Yeah.
Some of those
Anyways,
people used
Ragu,
to.
go ahead and take 9 plus your maximum hit die back, and I'm gonna start healing everybody up.
Cool, thank you.
This one's gonna be for you, Devok. So take 6 plus your max hit die, and then Pico.
Nope, I'm fine. Do not heal me.
It's too late.
Oh,
Take
he's
No, it's
still a bear.
He's
take
still a bear,
8.
yeah. Those are
Oh,
all imaginary hit points. They're gonna go
okay,
away.
then I guess that one will go to
I'll take the
myself.
second one. And yeah,
No,
like
no,
you need it. You got
you
hurt.
have the first one. The first one is 9 plus your hit dice. The second one
Yeah.
is Devok, and the third one will be for me to
Okay.
bring me back up
Oh
to
yes.
max.
Oreo, how hurt are you? I can't see there.
I'm only down like let me see. I think it's like 14 points or something like that, so it's not that
Then
much. I'm good.
then you will take 9 plus your stuff as well.
Oh, okay. That'll put me back up to full. We're good.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. Is anybody else still hurt? I want to do some more healing.
I'm gonna go ahead and admit, yes, I'm still a little bit damaged.
Okay, 1 second. I have to mark the notches on my healer's kit.
While he's doing the
You,
healing, can I do a little bit of scouting just to hear if there's any sounds of anybody else?
sure, Galen. I think you can only use your healer's kit once on him, and you already used it, right?
Yeah, but
Oh, but
that
that is
one
the healer's kit.
that one was for Oreo. So I've marked all the notches. This is once per person. I'm going to heal him with spells now.
Okay, go ahead.
So how much are you down, Ragu? I didn't even see your health bar
Um,
move. Did you add the other hit points back?
So
I
Oreo,
did add the other hit points that I took, and
you,
I'm
you
still.
notice that there is a cultist head sticking out of the hole, kind of looking around.
Oh,
He looks confused.
I will just. Oh, let me stealth just to be 100% that.
I think they're gone.
Uh, Give me a sec. Shit.
Let me. I'll go and put him in there. I don't actually have the token out.
So that's just for the sake of that. I still can't technically see him, but you said that he was just peeking on this side?
Yeah, he's right here. Is he out of your range?
A little bit. That's why I
Yeah,
just
that
wanted
means
to.
okay. Then I guess you can't see him then.
Oh, I see it there. Okay. Yeah, barely, but I'm just okay. So I'm gonna come back down. Give me a sec, cause just scrolling the map. And I tell the guys in a lower voice, we definitely caught the attention of the ones that probably went down. So one of them is literally by where the tunnel is going down. He's just looking around, looking confused though, and he hasn't spotted me. So we can either
Well,
take care of that or we go around
sooner
it. I don't
rather
know.
than later seems better.
Okay. So everybody good to go, or we're still healing?
I think we're good.
Okie doke. I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay, those are
Okay,
both for you, Ragu. I just used some scrolls on
I'll
you.
go ahead and follow Oreo.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just moving my tokens just as a way to see, because
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent,
I'm
excellent.
gonna let you know that that we probably won't be able to see because I think we both have the same distance of sight. I'm not sure, but it's like literally
So
over there.
Pico, you don't see anybody.
Oh,
okay.
but I point that it's definitely in the area that we were in. I'm gonna wait to see if the others are close by before we do any action.
Okay, they're still in the other room.
Devok, are you still hurt?
Oh
Would you like
shoot!
some
I
more healing?
realized the
Sure.
problem.
I've been hurt for a very long time.
What?
Did
Yeah,
you
I'm
take the
actually
hit points that I gave
technically
you through my healer's kit?
blinded up there.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
You're
Okay.
blinded up there?
I've been
Yeah,
at 47
I've been
health
following Oreo close, but at some
for a
point I'll
mini
be like,
session.
I can't see up here.
How much are you down? What level should I use my cure wounds at?
I am down
You're saying you
16
can't
points.
see?
16
The
points? Alright, I'm just
brown
gonna
bear
use it at
doesn't
level
have
1
dark
then.
vision.
Oh, okay.
It
If you,
it I mean I can like essentially grab him by like the fur and just kind of tug him along if
Okay.
at least just to the point where I'm at, and then afterwards we can figure out how he
oh,
can
I see
begin.
what you're saying. He doesn't have dark vision at all. Okay, I got it.
Right.
Sorry, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Yes,
I'll let
and
you
I
get
don't
to the
get
rest
hit
of
very
the stuff.
often.
Okay, cool.
Oreo, did you see this up here?
Yeah, I already shared everything along the way, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess if let me sneak just I kind of give Pico the like stay put for just a sec. I'm gonna get forward a bit. Do I still see this
No,
individual?
you don't see him.
I'm gonna keep moving forward.
You, as you move forward, in the distance, you hear the sound of a door opening or closing.
Oh. Hmm. I come back. Let Pico know that. And is anybody else behind you? Uh, is everybody else on followed
I'm
up
here.
or? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I found this place over here. I didn't know if you had seen that, but
Yep, I already shared what was in there already, so we're good there. Is everybody together? Then I guess just I'm trying to get people huddled up just so we're not talking loud. I heard them, I guess, keep going and maybe the opposite hallway and maybe open close some sort of door. So if we're intending to still scope out, maybe we want to keep going in this direction rather than going this direction.
Actually, which way did I hear the door?
It definitely came from this direction.
And it just sounded like a normal wooden door.
No, it's more like stone, scraping on stone.
That's interesting.
Did we check to see if there was a door in here, or is it up that way further? Where exactly are we looking to look?
Well, the door situation is beyond where the tunnel is, the one with the bridge and the water. It's beyond that. It's not anywhere where we're at right now. So it's either we head that direction with the risk of calling attention to whatever cultists are probably in that direction, or keep investigating to the west, or is it east? East, I think. I don't know what direction. This one to the left.
That's west.
There you go, west.
Well, we might want to deal with the cultists first, especially since they're vulnerable now.
Okay, then I will move forward if you guys want to.
Yeah, at this point
We're
you don't hear
following, but we
anything.
can't get.
Right, I know, but they literally just said they want to just deal with the cultists, so I'm going off where the sounds came
Okay.
from.
Hmm.
I'm waiting to see if people follow. If not, then what's the other plan?
Well,
Here's
we're
based
all
on
here, but we can't get past the brown bear. He has to move forward for us to go.
an idea I had was if we destroyed that altar, the crypts might be safer to traverse, so we might be able to do that.
I mean, at this point, can somebody just put on a torch or something? Because I don't think we're trying to be sneaky at this point. I mean, we know what these guys are probably.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just as I finish following the wall into the room in the dark, that's the light. I'm going to start sniffing around. Try to pick up the smell of that cultist and see if I can follow it to any walls.
Sure, go ahead and give me a survival check. You
did-
have
I
advantage
do-
because you're a bear and you have good smell. Go ahead, Ragu.
I do remind everybody that there are 2 stone doors downstairs, and I do believe a little silver key might open them.
Okay. So, Pico, the smell goes directly there.
All right. So I just go ahead and gesture down the hole.
Are you going to be able to fit down the hole?
It looks like it's fairly wide. I mean,
Okay.
brown bear's large. It's not exactly a truck.
I'm just asking, and you could have just told me yes or no. I can understand you.
Well, I was sort of making a case to find out whether or not I'd actually be able to make it.
Okay.
I think the biggest issue is going to be with the ladder. It's
I
probably.
know, because bears can climb trees.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right, we'll say yes.
So a tree is
Yeah.
different from a ladder because
Yeah, it's kind of harder.
I would argue the opposite.
And also,
Because-
bears have been known to open things like car doors.
That's fair.
That's
And
yeah.
I just saw a YouTube video where a bear literally used a ladder leaning on the house to climb up to the roof and destroy the
Well, the clincher here is that we're not talking about a wild bear, whether they can climb a ladder. We're only talking if they're physically able to do so because Pico is driving the bear. It's not actually a wild animal, so we're fine.
So
Yeah.
the question is, can one climb down a ladder?
Yeah.
For now, I'm going to say it's fine. It does seem like something it might be able to do. I mean, I think there might be an issue with the freestanding ladder, it falling over or something, but it's not a freestanding ladder. It's all attached. And it's kind of a snug fit anyway, so there's not really anywhere to go other than down.
Bears are fairly arboreal as a creature.
So we're fine.
Yeah, I've done some studying of them.
So are you guys planning on going downstairs or down the ladder?
Yeah, I've
So-
got weapons out ready, so I'm going down.
So everybody stack up then. Like on the same spot. There you go.
Well, I moved to where Oreo was.
Well, I did the same thing.
All right. All right.
And this place was very bright. It was lit up by all sorts of phosphorus mosses.
So yeah, one thing you notice is that there's 2 stone doors that are currently closed and locked, and to the north there are passageways. But the moss is has this very bright bioluminescence that's lighting up the area, and beyond it you can hear water flowing um, back and forth, and so yeah, basically you can see without night vision or torches.
Where does Pico? Where's the smell coming from specifically? I mean, we can certainly check the doors, but I
Um,
don't know where the smells are coming from.
Yeah,
this is
continuing to
the door
follow.
that I saw the two cultists go into the last time.
Yeah, so if you smell for the cultists, the smell goes to both doors.
Hmm. Um, so I'll go ahead and uh, pat the left door and the right door.
Okay, what did you guys have a preference of which one to go first through?
Is there one where the smell's stronger, like more recent?
Um, it's probably slightly stronger to the right, this way.
Mm. All right, I'll go ahead and pat the floor here on the right then.
I will pull out the silver key and I just look back at everybody. Everybody ready? Because I don't know what the hell we're seeing on either side. And I open
Weapons
or
out.
try to open the door.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
it unlocks and it definitely opens.
Okay.
And as you go down the hall, you see more stone doors.
Are they all locked?
They are not.
Uh, do we want to go one door at a time or do we want to just follow Pico's instincts here and see if we can keep going?
You're sure? You're pretty sure that the person, the most recent smell, is coming from the south.
The south door all the way here or
Yeah,
this one? Because there's one down here, I think, right?
yeah. I meant this door here.
Okay.
Okay, in that case, I'll go ahead and tap the floor there.
I will open the door.
Okay, I'm gonna move you guys real quick just so I can get to the. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay, you open the door, and immediately as you open the door, you see two cultists, and you need to roll initiative. And unfortunately, these are stone doors, so they are pretty heavy, so there's no surprise.
Wow, I might have had a new record for low initiative.
Actually, you don't. Sorry, I beat you by one.
Oh, you
Not on
rolled a
this
negative
roll,
one
but I've
before?
gotten a negative one before.
I remember an enemy getting a -3 before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I rolled initiative, but it's not showing up.
Okay, just roll it again then, because I don't see it.
Sweet.
There you
Well,
go.
can we take the first one?
All right, is that everybody? All right. So we're starting with round one. You've just opened the door. There are cultists who turn around to see what's going on. What are you going to do, Regu? They're not actually
Uh,
sleeping. They were just like kind of like sitting on their beds.
They're,
So they're
yeah,
still,
they're sitting.
yeah,
They weren't in sleepover mode?
no,
Gossiping?
no.
Char's gonna fly into the room, flying over this first guy's face, kind of flapping and giving me the advantage. I'm gonna run right on up and hack away.
Go for it. And you hit. For 13
13
points of
piercing.
damage.
And then my second attack.
And you hit again,
Smashing him.
slicing into him deeply for another 14 points.
And then I'll follow up with my bonus action.
Okay, you hit again. You guys have figured out that their AC is 15.
Okay.
All right, you've really tore into this guy, but he's hanging on. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right, Devok, you can see Ragu just ran in and tore into one of the occultists. What are you going to do?
I will shoot that same cultist with an Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Also, is my zombie here?
Let me drag him over.
Did we bring him?
Yeah.
Now he
Does
is.
the first one hit?
Oh, sorry. It's 15, so yeah, they both hit.
9, and then I tell my zombie to attack the other cultist.
All right. He's he goes in there and slams into him, but the cultist jumps off the bed, dodging the attack. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Oreo. One of the cultists is down. What are you gonna do?
Gonna rush in. Is the zombie considered my ally?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna go ahead and stab. Oh.
First attack, he dodges,
And then bonus action.
and you hit.
So that plus that.
So that looks like 21 damage. It's a really good hit, but he's still alive.
I will be on this side though, and that will be my turn.
Okay. At this point in time, as his free action, the cultist yells, "Intruders!" And then he proceeds to attack you, Oreo. And he is going to attack you. Okay, yeah, you're within touch. So he is going to do his Dark Flame, which is his touch attack. With a 17, Oreo, that is a hit.
Nope. Nope, it's not.
Okay.
Because I got an AC of 18 now.
Okay, is that all the time?
Yeah. Because
Good.
that's the reason why I bought those little, like, forearm things so I can stick out the weapons as a defense.
Okay, you managed to dodge his strongest attack. All right, Galen, you heard the yell of intruders. What are you going to do?
I don't see any cultists, so I think I'll move down to. There's one. 3. All right, I'll shoot him. Firebolt.
Okay. And you hit
Nice.
for 14 points of damage, nearly killing him, but not quite. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Pico, you heard the cultists yell. You can hear the sounds of combat from the south. What are you going to do?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and charge in. There's just the one guy.
That's all you see.
Well, I'm gonna push past the zombie, jump up on the bed, and go
Which
ahead.
collapses underneath you. Go ahead.
And I go ahead and start slashing at the cultist. Well, actually, first I'll try biting him.
Okay. He dodges your bite.
But isn't he
his HP's
flanking?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
but
but he
even
still
with
has- yeah.
advantage, that's still. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, and failing that, I go ahead and try and swipe with my paw.
Which
That
does
looks like
hit.
it's better.
And wow, that you tore him to shreds. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, so as we begin round 2, you hear doors opening. So let me go ahead and handle that. And we'll go ahead and add these guys. Open it. And then we'll resort. All right, Ragu, you heard doors opening. What are you going to do?
All right, I'm gonna run up here and peek out. Am I
Oh,
seeing these doors
sorry.
open with people?
There would actually be a guy there. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and move him. There we go. All right, go ahead.
Okay. All right, quick thinking. Everybody, fall back into this room. We can bottleneck them, and I attack him.
Okay.
So it'll be
And you hit. For 12 points of damage.
and my second attack.
The second attack he dodges.
Damn it. And then my follow-up.
And you hit. For another 10 damage.
Okay, and then I come here. Do these doors open in or out?
They would open, I think, inward.
Okay. Then I stand here and I get ready to brace the door once Devak gets in.
All right. Devak, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
I'm going in through it.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, no, I'm gonna put a corruption in front of the door.
Is that going to affect your allies?
I'll put it like far away enough that it doesn't, if that makes sense.
So
So it
it's
like
in the
only
hallway
shows.
then.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Cultist 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's not your turn yet, Raku, so I guess he gets to attack you. And he is close, so he's going to attempt to do his Dark Flame. But with that kind of roll, it does not work at all. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait a second. Is using the door a free action or a free interaction or?
Yeah, but it was open on the. It was open when your turn was over, so you can't do anything until it's your turn again. All right. I guess Cultist 9 is just going to go for it. He's going to come in, and he is going to command you. Grovel. Make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, better do better.
You resist the urge to grovel, and then he backs away. Do you have a reaction left?
I do have a reaction.
So take
and...
your opportunity attack if you want to.
All right. I still cannot shut the door on this opportunity. No, okay, so I'll just.
Yeah, you're just reacting to him moving away. On your turn, you'll be able to do that. Okay, he dodges. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you get the command, retreat. Make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you rat bastards!
And you retreat. So on when it's your turn, you'll basically have to back up toward the wall.
Ugh, just shake my head.
And Oreo, you can see that Ragu has already started moving away from the door. What are you going to do?
Is the door closed?
No, it's still open.
No, it's open.
Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way up to there. That's 15 feet. Hit the one in front.
Okay. And you hit.
That plus that.
So 21 damage.
Bonus action to hit again. And I
you
don't
miss.
make it. I will still back out because I know that I can't be there. So there.
Okay. All right. So then Cultist 4 is going to attempt to push past Ragu and Galen. Unfortunately, Ragu's already retreating, so I would say that he doesn't have to worry about Ragu, but he does have to worry about Galen. So the way this works is he's going to make an athletics check opposing your athletics check.
I'm very athletic.
But you did say that takes up an action or a bonus action, right? So does that eat up his action?
Yeah, so this is going to be his action. He's just trying to get in the room. Galen.
Okay.
All you have to do is you beat that 6. So he tries to push past you, but he fails. And because he has to be on his own hex, that means he gets to retreat, which means, Galen, you can take an opportunity attack if you want.
Yeah, and it has to be. I can't do a spell as an opportunity.
It can be a cantrip or a regular attack.
Perfect. I'll do a cantrip then. I'll shoot him with. Actually, since he's within touch, I think, because if I use the ranged at point blank, I get disadvantage.
That's
right?
correct.
So I'll use Shocking Grasp here.
Okay,
Good
Or
choice.
actually, let me do some quick thinking. I'm sorry.
no problem.
Um, um, oh no, Devok is right behind me. Never mind. I'll just do a Shocking Grasp.
And that hits. All right,
And their reaction is gone.
cool. He's still alive, but that definitely hurt him. And now it's your turn, Galen.
Cool. Since their reaction is gone, that
Well, that
allows
one's reaction, the one back here. The one that was retreating is the one you got your attack on. The one in
Oh,
front of you still has his reaction.
dang. Okay, interesting. Then I can't thunderclap because you're right behind me. I'll shocking grasp the one in front of me as well.
Okay. All right. You hit.
Sweet.
And I believe that he has to make a save, the Constitution save, because okay, he makes it. He has to make a Constitution save because he's currently concentrating on controlling Ragu.
Oh, I wish you would have failed that. All right,
All right.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and back up.
Okay. Pico. No one's actually entered the room yet, but you can tell that Ragu is starting to retreat. What are you going to do?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and head over here. I'm going to push my way in, and I'm going to go ahead and reach out and bite the closest cultist.
Okay. I'm going to shift you to the side just so I can reach him. Okay, the bite, he dodges,
I'm going to go ahead and slash upward, trying to claw him.
and that works. All right. Was that with advantage?
It's the regular,
Okay,
so
so it's
just do
just 12
12.
then. Okay. Too bad because now he has 1 hit point. Is that the end of your turn?
No, I'm going to... shoot. Yeah, I'm going to back out of the way.
Okay. So, Ragu, on your turn, you have to retreat, which for you would just mean backing up to the wall. Let me look at something real quick because that is a
Yeah, it ends on
command.
this turn.
Yeah, so you don't take any actions or anything. So yeah, you're under his command.
Yeah, and that's it, just to the end of this turn.
Yeah. So yeah, that's sucks for you, unfortunately.
It does, but that's how the spell works.
If he dies, obviously the command ends. Davak, what are you gonna do?
Well, now that my turn is over, the command's already ended.
I'll shoot the cultist in front of me with
Okay,
an Eldritch Blast.
go ahead. And unfortunately, he dodges. And again.
Okay. Well, there's my extra XP for the session. That's good. Can I actually move?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I moved. Sorry. Oh wait, I told my zombie to attack them as well.
Okay, fair enough. It goes up and attacks.
It can be the tank here.
He slams into him, which does hit. And I don't know why damage is blank, but it's at least 1, which is all he needed. And Ragu, you are no longer under command. All right, Cultist 9 is going to... Actually, he's going to try to push his way past the zombie.
And he doesn't notice that the zombie's wearing the same robes as him.
He does, but for some reason, he seems to know that he is not a cultist, though you're not sure why. Although Davak might have a clue.
I'm sure the fact that he doesn't have arms and just attacked another cultist might be subtle clues.
Okay,
Oh no, I
so
thought about a fear factor. Holy smokes, they're using our dead bodies against us.
for some reason that doesn't that they haven't reacted at all to that. All right, so the cultist uses his action to bust in, but he stays within melee range. And then cultist 8 steps forward and is going to deal to zombie. And okay, will he do that anyway? Well, he's going to hope that the damage is enough to override the issue. So he attacks the zombie, doing 20 damage, but the zombie is resistant to necrotic, if I remember correctly, so only 10 gets through. However, the cultist gains back 5 hit points, if except he's at full health, so he doesn't actually gain it.
We still gaining back hit points even though we destroyed the altar?
Yeah, that's just one of their normal. No, sorry. This isn't the regeneration. This is literally the dark torment ability.
Okay,
It
okay.
does damage, and half that damage gets absorbed. It
Got
has
it.
nothing to do
My
with the
next
regeneration from before.
Okay,
my
cool.
next question is, can that be done with a zombie, or did he just get negative hit points back?
No, there's still energy in the zombie to pull. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, but he was full, so it didn't do him any good. All right, Oreo. There's a cultist in the room. There's another cultist attacking the zombie. What are you gonna do?
Hit the cultist.
Which one?
The
The
one
one
in
in.
front of me.
Okay, you hit.
Plus
So that's 23 damage. So over
bonus
half his health.
action. Do that again.
Excuse me. And you hit for another 7.
And I stay put.
All right. So cultist 4 is going to attempt to push past. Oh, actually, no. Cultist 4 is not going to do that. Cultist 4, you notice, starts moving away from you guys. And you hear a door open. Galen, one of the cultists has gone down the hallway, and you heard him open a door. What are you going to do?
That can't be good, but I can't really get past these current cultists.
You could try. It's your athletics versus theirs to try to push past them.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky twice. Hmm.
Mentally to Galen,
Yeah.
can you kill the reactions on at least one of these guys?
Yeah, sure. Easy. I will step into Oreo Square and then blast this cultist right here with a shocking grasp.
Sure. Unfortunately, he gets out of the way.
Okay.
So I would probably go there so you don't get your opportunity
Yeah,
attack.
so I don't have to get attacked.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
I think it is.
Okay, Bear Pico, what are you going to do?
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and move up, and I'm going to start by clawing at this one.
That hits.
19.
I really do need to fix that on your sheets.
Let's see, there
So
we go,
that's
12
12,
points.
which is 1 away from killing him.
Wait a second. Isn't he considered flank? Because there's an ally across every single square around this guy, and he's against the
Oh,
wall.
yeah, you got a point. Go ahead and take that extra 4, which is actually enough to kill him.
All right.
Nice.
I am then going to bite the next one.
Okay. 10 does not hit.
All right, and I'm going to try and get past this guy, so I guess I got to tumble to do that.
Okay.
Tumbling.
Yep, that's good enough.
So 1. Okay, so 2, 3, 4.
You can ignore your phantom self.
5.
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Because he hasn't had a chance to close the door yet. All right, go ahead.
All right. 7. And let's see. Well, actually, if you said the door's not open yet.
No, it is open.
Oh, I mean, not
It's not
closed.
closed yet. He was going to close it, but he's out of actions.
All right. I guess I probably have to tumble past this guy too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Better. All right. One. I'm going to use feline agility at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
How
The
far
door
away
is
do you want to
currently
go?
closed.
9. I'm going to stop right here.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, we're at the beginning of round 3. Ragu, the cultist to the north, is still there. You notice that the brown bear somehow did this weird tumble somersault over the guy. It looked really strange. A bear should not be able to do that, but it is what it is. Go ahead.
I am going to run just right through this guy. So do 1, 2. What is it?
Athletics versus theirs. Yep. It doesn't actually hurt them or anything. It's just pushing past them. So go ahead and move yourself to where you want to go. They still get opportunity attacks if you get out of melee range, though.
Yeah, but that'll burn his. Hadn't he already burned his opportunity attack?
No, we're at the beginning of the new round. Or near the beginning of the
It
new round.
hasn't come up to his
Yeah.
turn yet. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. You're right. He attacked the other guy. Yeah, okay, you're right. So you're good. You can move past.
4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the gray cultist right there.
Yeah.
That's the one we were chasing down, and
Yeah.
somehow Pico ran past him because
Yes.
I can't see. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay put because if I dash, I can't do anything anyway.
Okay.
So I'll ready an action. If he tries to get past me, I will grab him.
Okay. Fair enough.
That is, yeah, up this way or
So you're going to grapple him if he tries to move past you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either this door or that door.
All right, Devak, you see a cultist in the doorway. Ragu has run down the hall. What are you going to do?
I will shoot the cultist in the hallway.
Go ahead. And once you're done, you hit, and you hit. I'm assuming you want the zombie to attack.
Correct.
All right, so 7 damage. Oh, actually, the zombie would just keep doing your last command. So, and the zombie hits, and refuses to roll damage. Yay! That's fine. I will do it manually. For 6 points of damage, pretty close to maximum. And that's it. All right. All right. So the cultist is going to attack the zombie, and he is going to use Dark Torment again. And this time he might actually get some use out of it. With an 18, he hits. So 7 points goes to the zombie, and 3 points goes to him. And that's the end of his turn. Oreo, you can see that the cultist is slowly taking out the zombie. What are you going to do?
Hit it again.
And you hit.
Plus,
Wow, 28. Good hit. But he's still alive.
bonus action to try and do that again.
Go for it.
Wait. Whoops. Hold on.
Yep, you hit. And you take him out.
And then that was 1. That's 2. Hold on. 3, 4. Gonna be there. Wait, you were there, Ragu?
Yeah, put yourself back
I
where you were,
was
Ragu.
sorry. I was trying to bring Char up,
Oh,
but I
okay.
couldn't find him
No problem. Go
because I
ahead.
can't see him.
I got it.
Okay, that's my full movement, so I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. All right. The cultist now knows he is surrounded. So he is going to try to to run past you, Ragu. Go ahead and make your athletics check to see if you can grapple him. Which you do not. He manages to break free and
Oh,
run, but you still get your opportunity attack. So you go ahead and take that if you want, unless you have no
oh.
reactions. I don't know if you have any left.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't used my reaction since I ran up past him.
Okay, go for it
So
then.
I'm going to use my reaction to grapple him,
Does that
tackle
work?
him, body tackle
Yeah,
something.
sure. Go ahead and make another athletics check then. All right, this time you got him. So you
All
have him
right. He
there.
just about almost slips out of my fingers, and I fall to the ground and get him around the ankles, and he falls.
Fair enough.
Just tripping him.
All right. In fact, let's make that a reality. He is prone.
And
All right.
probably so am I, but I'm holding on to him.
Fair enough. In fact, we'll make that a reality too. All right, Galen, you hear a bunch of commotion to the north, and at least two people hitting the ground. What are you going to do?
Oh boy. One, two. Do I see any? I see Oreo.
Yep, that's all you see.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So what you see is the cultist prone on the ground, with Ragu also prone on the ground, holding his legs.
Okay. Sure, why not? I'll I'll shoot the top cultist with a firebolt. Do I get advantage because he's prone?
No, actually, you get disadvantage because he's prone, and it's a ranged attack.
Oh,
If you have
If it
melee,
was melee, you'd get advantage.
so you
okay.
can run up and zap him, maybe?
I can't. I already moved 6.
Wait a second, that's your full 6? Because I'm in the same spot.
Oh. Alright, looks like I have to end here then.
Can you actually see him from there? You might be able to see him. Yeah, you can still see him, so you can still shoot.
Yeah, I'll attempt to shoot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
Worst comes to worst, you kill Ragu. Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll again because it's at disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, well
Hey.
the dice want you to hit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
And
do.
you take him out. He burns to a crisp. The dice are
Boom.
on your side. Is that the end of your
Yeah,
turn?
they are.
Nice.
Yeah, they are. Or yes, it is. Sorry.
All right. So for the moment, I am going to take you out of combat because
Hold on a
nobody.
second.
Oh, go ahead. What?
I can see. Are we out of combat?
Yeah, you see Pico. I just stuffed him over there to get him out of the way.
Oh, okay.
He's still a bear.
That's him. All right. I just saw
Here's
the edge,
me.
and I thought it was a cultist hiding around the corner.
So, despite the combat, probably because of the stone walls and stone doors, you don't hear anybody running at the moment. So, what do you do?
We need to go.
Mentally, to everybody one at a time, that cultist tried to run down this hallway I'm standing in. There's a door at the far end.
Shall we see what it is? We can make a hasty retreat in a minute.
Okay, I still think we should leave soon because they're on to us.
Yeah, sure.
I agree.
I'm gonna come down to the
Although,
hallway.
before you go, real quick, you did know you did see there are rooms there sorry, I'm not speaking clearly. There are multiple rooms that you pass through, including an office.
I'm gonna listen at this door and see if I can hear any activity on the other side.
The door muffles the sound for you and matches them. So go ahead and give me a perception check.
I got stuck in the wall.
Okay. There. Okay. You do hear the sound of footsteps It sounds like possibly two people.
Mhm. Okay. Mentally to everybody I can see. Um, two people. I hear two people.
Okay.
We want to let's explore the stuff we found before dealing with this.
You sure? I mean, it's just two of them compared to the like near half dozen that we had to just go through. We can just take them out now.
Yeah, I guess we are all stacked up here. I guess we could do this. Everybody agree?
Agree.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
I guess looking at the handle, I guess I can go ahead and pull open the door and charge in.
Yep. So,
All right.
well, what I'm gonna do then is have everybody roll initiative, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh, prison it looks like.
Alrighty. So is that everybody? So unfortunately, these doors are loud. So they do know you're there. But you, Davak and Ragu go first. So Davak, what are you gonna do?
I will move forward and then shoot the Grey Cultist too, and then have my zombie attack them too.
All right. Let me go ahead and move your zombie.
Brilliant damage.
All right. Sure. So you did 3 points of damage, and then your zombie runs out to attack, and with a 14, he misses. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Ragu, you can hear the sounds of combat already starting. What are you going to do?
All right, well, I'll move in two. And where is he? All right, Char's gonna fly in and buzz this first cultist, giving me advantage as I step right on up.
Okay.
And Char
Oh,
will.
and Davak, I assumed you backed off, so you're on your own hex.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Char will get out of the way, and I will swing over.
Go for it.
Engage. First attack.
You hit. With a 14,
Okay.
solid hit.
All right, second attack.
And he dodges.
Rats, Gungadero. Follow up.
And you hit.
And I'm going to wonder if this works. I'm going to iridescent dagger damage,
Okay.
and then I am going to roll a d8, and I am going to yell in my firm commanding voice, not scream it too loud, but directly command Devok's zombie to attack.
All right. It says it works on allies or something like that.
It does work on allies, but I've never commanded the zombie before, so.
Could you print out the thing just so I can check it out real
Sure.
quick?
Sure, hold on. Commander's strike.
You forgave one of your attacks, so I'm assuming.
Oh, no, I attack with my bonus action. I can't use that one on my bonus attack because I forgo my bonus. Okay, nope, sorry, not that one. I'm going to just trip attack maneuver then, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't commander strike on my bonus action because I need to burn it.
Fair enough.
All right, in that case.
So what does the trip do then? Okay, so he takes 2 more damage, so we'll start with that. And it must make a strength saving throw or become prone. Okay. Yeah, and the odds are not in his favor. Oops. Yeah, he is prone.
So close.
Yeah, right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn, but now anybody else running up is going to have advantage on him, so we're good.
Unfortunately, it is his turn, so he
Oh,
spent
damn.
right afterwards spends half his movement to get up. And
So
at
much
this
for that.
point in time, he is going to. He's just going to command you, after doing that to him, grovel. DC 13,
You
wisdom
rat
saving throw.
bastard, I am not liking the. Oh, you.
And you
Wait, wait, wait,
grovel.
wait, 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 wait.
I'm waiting. What's up?
What is it? It's a
Uh,
DC what?
13.
8. Shoot, that'd still be a 12. I'm prone.
Everybody notices that Raku is once again groveling at the cultist's feet.
This look of horrible shame on his face, just grunting and fighting against it.
All right, Galen, you see Ragu groveling. What are you going to do? Is it time to grovel for yourself?
I think I'll be alright. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and I'm gonna tap him with a firebolt. Maybe
Okay,
that'll break his concentration.
fair enough.
Nope.
And he dodges. So either move forward or back.
Definitely back.
Fair enough. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Brown Bear. You notice Ragu groveling, but the occultist is hurt pretty bad. What are you going to do?
Okay, I am going to run up and let's see. I'm just checking one thing first. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and command this guy to bleed, and I go ahead and bite him.
Do you have advantage? No, so that's a miss. He is not taking your command. And you could claw him, and he is definitely not interested in bleeding. Is that the end of your turn?
Not just yet. I guess I'll go ahead and cover Ragu's flank here.
Okay. All right. You notice that Cultist 3. Actually, he's going to move forward and attack the zombie. He will do that one, which is not enough. Oh, it is enough to hit. And the zombie takes half of that, which is 9, but that's still enough to destroy it. And the zombie is no more. All right, Oreo, you heard a thud. Something fell to the ground. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and stab this guy.
Okay,
Um,
you hit.
plus,
All right, you kill him, which means that you are still prone, Ragu, but you are no longer groveling. Is that the end of your turn, Oreo?
no, that was, hold on, let me just check. That's 20. Yeah, I'll go this way and do a bonus action to hit him.
Okay. And you hit for 7 points.
And I'll stay put.
All right, so we are now beginning our round 2. Devak, one of the cultists is dead. Ragu is prone. What are you going to do?
I will move forward and then shoot the other cultist.
All right. And you hit with both of them.
Why are my rolls so bad?
I don't know, but you definitely heard it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
And Ragu, you're currently prone. You can spend half your movement to get up if you so wish.
I'm going to spend half my movement to get up. If
Okay.
I go right here, which I still have enough movement to do. Is that enough to be flanking? Because he's got a wall here, Oreo here, and me there. So he's
Someone you have to be here
triangulated.
and here. There's room to flank in this case.
So me getting up and moving to there, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's not flanking because there's room to flank on the other side. We only do something weird and contorted if there's no room for a real flank.
Okay. Then yeah, I am going to attack. Very angry, stupid mind control people's char is going to fly right over this way into his face and give me the help action.
Okay.
And I am going to attack 1.
And you hit.
7. Right in the mouth.
Smash him in the face for 16 points of damage.
Second attack. Irritation Rapier.
Yep. You definitely hit. For another 10 points. But he is still hanging on there despite the blood coming off his face.
And then my follow-up, I take my dagger and I jam it right into his throat.
Can you do at least 3 points of damage? You can, so he is dead.
Yeah. As I stab it in, I go, no more speaking.
Okay, we have left combat. So let me delete these guys. Alright, so now that we left combat and Ragu is no longer prone, you notice cells with prisoners. You also notice a stone door up here and a stone door over here, and the passage goes around.
Mentally, to this first prisoner, hello, who are you?
He looks up and he just backs into the wall and looks terrified of you.
No, don't worry, I'm a friend.
He's just shaking, and the other guy over here is whimpering.
Okay, it's enough bear for now. Hello.
Maybe you're right. All right, I go ahead and change out a wild shape here. So poof.
Okay, I already moved your character over.
There, is this better?
He looks up, and he looks at your hands where your claws are, and at your teeth, and
Settle down. He is not here to hurt you. I just kind of say over the shoulder.
And then he looks up at you, and then he backs even further into the corner.
Why don't you just take care of this? I feel like you have a gentler touch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, jeez, if he's acting like this, just wait till he sees Devok.
Maybe that's
Or our
best
zombie.
now. Let's not show them that right off the bat.
Where is the zombie anyway?
It's dead.
Dead.
Are
Again,
you sure?
it's re-deadified.
No, did it fail its con save?
Oh, is that true for a normal thing? Okay, let me bring out a new zombie and I'll make it save.
Yeah. 'Cause, yeah, it's like a DC 5 plus the damage taken. If it makes that con save, it's still there with 1 hit point.
Yeah, so con. Oh, wait. Alright, so that's a 12. So that's 5 plus the damage. How much damage did it take?
But a zombie has plus 3 con, so that's actually more like a 15.
10 points. So 5 plus 10. So yeah, no, because I just rolled a save. That's what that is. So he did not make a save. He was like 1 off.
Wait, what damage did he take?
He took 10 points of damage, so it's 5 plus the damage taken, which is a 15, and he rolled a 12.
12 plus 3 is 15.
Which is 15.
No, wait, this already has a plus
Zombies have
3
a
in it.
plus-
This is his roll from his constitution.
Oh, he rolled a 9 then. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind
he
then.
didn't make
Yeah,
it.
I rolled it off his sheet.
Okay.
Sorry, so I had it in my head that you were rolling a straight
Oh, okay.
20.
Fair enough. So yeah, the zombie is dead. So let me delete them again. All right, so Oreo, from the south, you hear chanting,
Oh
Oh
God.
no.
although it's
Yeah.
fairly faint because of
I'm
the
not
thick.
touching. Yeah, I'm not touching the door. As soon as I hear that, I just come back and let you guys know.
Okay, and so what are you guys gonna do?
If there's a lock here, I'm gonna suggest that maybe Oreo wants to work on that. And
Okay.
if there's another one, I'll go to try over here.
Does it look like there's a
Does
lock, or
the
is it like a mechanism to?
No, it's basically a barred door. So yeah, there's locks.
Oh
Allow
yeah.
me
does the
to offer
cultist
my
bodies
expert guidance.
does the cultist bodies have keys on them?
They do, but it's the same key you already have.
Okay.
Pico, can you just also help me with just your own level of expertise so that way I have advantage?
Sure, I'll go ahead and help out.
So wait,
So,
have we tried the cultist key yet?
The keyhole on the cells looks different than the regular doors.
Got it.
Anyway, an 18 is good enough, so you unlock it.
with that knowledge, would I be able to more easily or not have to make a roll to open the rest of them, or are they all different?
No, they're all the same. So yeah, you can unlock them all.
Okay, there you go. Done.
You notice though, that you unlock the cells, and the prisoners haven't moved.
Galen, you want to talk to these guys?
Yeah, sure. Alright, I'll come
Apparently,
up
they're
and
not
say,
cat people.
hey guys, we're
Who does
here
not love a
to
kitty cat?
help free you from the cultists. Is that something that you want? Are you guys okay?
He looks up at you, and you can tell that his whole expression is full of suspicion. And he says, "You're testing us again, aren't you?"
Uh, no. We're genuinely here to break you out. I can prove it to you if you want me to. What, is there something I could do to prove that I'm not a cultist?
Um, I don't know. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Perfect.
If you fail this, I've got a pretty good plan.
I
You'll
also
hate
have
it, but
some decent plans. No, no,
He's
I
like,
okay.
don't like them.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Okay, fine then. Then you must come with us. Otherwise, you will suffer the. Oh, there's two of you in here. Otherwise, you must suffer the consequences. Come on, up, get up.
Okay, they wind up getting up. Okay, where do we go?
All right. Let's get everybody all together, and just for the experience, let's just go ahead and tie them all together. I mean, so they're free to walk, but just so they don't go running off in stupid directions, thinking I'm participating.
For the
Okay.
experience, you're making it seem like it's a theme park we're taking them through now.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you
We're
got them all
testing you.
tied up, and their heads are down, and they're kind of shuffling along, but they're cooperating.
Let's get him out of here.
Yeah. We want to uh, check
We
behind the
do.
rooms here just to make
We
sure that.
don't want to go through the chanting room, so definitely not the one to the south. But what
Yeah.
do we hear on the other doors? I don't want to open anything, just want to hear.
You don't hear anything. You if you do check this door, you can hear a lot of movement to the south, but you don't hear anything from this door or this door.
Okay, so I will go ahead and use the key if it's locked to try and open this door that I'm in front of, just to see what's in there.
Okay, you open it up, and you see what looks like a storage room.
Ragu, want to help me just kind of check this area out, make sure there's nothing in here that
Your
can go in.
searching looks like it could use some expert guidance.
I'll let Ragu roll this one with advantage. I'll help him out.
Okay.
All right, I'm doing an investigation.
Um, either an investigation if you're planning on like going through the boxes, or if you're just more looking, then make a perception.
And a
Okay.
16 total.
So yeah, you start looking through the boxes. Most of it seems fairly mundane stuff. There's water in the barrels. There is tools in the boxes. In one of the boxes, though, you do find the equivalent of an alchemy set.
I might take that. Might be better than mine.
It's fairly basic, but it performs as a normal alchemy set.
Okay.
Okay, I suggest we not stick around too long because it looks like there's a lot of movement. So I'm gonna go over to this door and see if there's any noise or anything first.
Nope. And you
Okay.
open it up, and you see another storage room.
I wait for Regu to come out too, so I can ask him to do the same search on this side.
Coming up.
Okay, and I give you the same assistance.
Okay.
All right. And, Pico, you helping as well too?
Sure. Allow me to offer my expert guidance.
Okay. You're going through and you find normal tools and water, some wine, um, but in one of the boxes, carefully wrapped up, you find a statuette, um, and the statuette is of a dragon, and it is a fine polished onyx material, and you think might be quite valuable.
Would you like to be having this, or do we need to just carry it for now?
Either or, sure. I mean, I'll put it in mine either way. It's just for the sake of we can always resell it later.
All right.
We should also check if that's magical, because it seems like some sort of thing, like
That's a
cult
good
item.
point.
Yeah, we can definitely check that a little later. But for now, we'll just bring it with us. Very
Yep, I'll hold on to it for now.
valuable thing.
All
What
right.
does it weigh, Jeremy, just for the...
About a
I'll ask
pound.
if anybody wanted me to carry
Okay.
it. Sounds okay.
Oh, I'm putting it in my sheet there, Tyler.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't have to. All right. Cool.
All right, if that's it in terms of rooms on this side, do we want to leave?
Maybe we can check the other rooms we were at just at as on our way out. Wasn't there a chest in that room where we took our stand?
Yeah, there was some stuff there, furniture or something.
Where?
Is there anything else? This door here had sounds coming out of it.
Remember the room with
Yeah,
the beds?
no, don't go on the south. That there's chanting going on the other side. We don't necessarily want to go through another fight, essentially. Um, I guess the only doors that we were seeing were the ones that were coming from on this side. So I guess it's investigating this side of the areas, what you guys are saying?
Yeah, if we go back up, remember where we attacked the first two and pretty
Right,
much
so
avoided
there's a
them?
desk.
I'm
Did
leading the cult, or I mean the cultists, the prisoners with me. Come on, let's move.
They're not saying anything. They're just following along.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
didn't
this
holding the
see.
rope and guiding them along.
I didn't see anything in here.
I want to investigate all of these. I guess what they look like trunks or something for each
Yeah,
of the
so they're
beds.
basically bed trunks. You see some basic clothing in there, including some robes, as well as underclothes and that kind of thing. Some boots. Um, One of them has some rations in it. Basically 10 rations. Um, and you find a total of 7 silvers.
Oh,
But this looks like some sort of living area, and as you look around, you're not finding anything valuable.
okay.
And Davak and Galen, what are you two doing?
I'll
Uh,
follow back up.
While you
yeah.
guys are
Take this
doing
stuff
this, I'm going to
around.
get everybody up the ladder.
Okay.
I'll help with that.
And
All right, Galen, keep the rear just to make sure that they're working from behind. I'm going to start leading the way up. All right, everybody, up the ladder.
they just start
Oreo, if you
going
want
up.
to come check out the book room with me.
Yep, I'll help you out. You go ahead and search.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. You're looking around. You do see what looks like some very basic communication, um, and it seems very bare bones. You get the impression that this particular there's multiple cells or multiple groups of gray cultists, and each from at least based on the communication, it seems like each group gets very little information. Just what they need to know. Um, Based on the communications, it looks like materials, um, and it does mention Kensington. It does mention blue sand, but your unfortunately, it's very vague. However, you do find a note, and the writer of the note seems to be complaining about the lack of communication, and that they should that they're going to talk to the leader of this cell about it. And he says something about south of the ceremony room.
Right. Now, I did get a 26 on my investigation. Is that high enough for me to piece together from what you just said about how big each cell is? I mean, if all these cells are separate, how many are left in this cell?
Unfortunately, oh, how many left in this cell? So yeah, it looks like it could be. It's probably dozens.
So each gray cultist cell is dozens and dozens of people?
It seems like it. But they're not necessarily all the same size. You might have some bigger or smaller, but there's not enough information to tell.
Okay, but there's, all right. Because at first I thought if we had already taken out most of the people in this cell, we could finish just one. But all right. Do we have information? I know it mentions Kensington, but do we have information on how they can contact each other or receive communications?
Yeah, like I said, it seems vague, but it did hint that there is a leader of the cell, and which would be a different office.
Okay, there is another office around here with the leader of this cell. Maybe it will have more information, huh? Or are we just heading out right now?
No, I think we're heading out. This is what we can grab, and we need to get out.
Okay, then yeah, I will be helping, and we will grab all of the information we can get in this room and
Okay.
be going.
In that case, I think that is actually where we will end the session.
Sounds
So
good.
let me go ahead and get your experience points set up for session 39. Alrighty, so we had 350, 700, 950. And for treasure, 350 is fine. Goals, 175. And exploration can stay. Alright, so let me calculate the total and then we'll move on. $18.25. And I'm pretty sure everybody failed, so I'm just going to give everybody learning by failure except for Ire.
Those damn mind-controlling cultists.
Alrighty. So there you go. So you get 1,825, 950 from encounters, 350 from treasure, 350 from exploration, and 175 for goals. Even though you didn't realize it was the goal at the time, destroying one of those temples was definitely a big accomplishment.